from his hospital bed. He's been battling bacterial pneumonia. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
Live X members can now buy single-day or three-day passes to April's tournament at Grange. The general public will be able to get tickets from tomorrow. Aussie teammates and squad members of the Test side are jumping to the defence of Dave Warner following strong criticism from former teammate Mitchell Johnson. The first Test against Pakistan will be played in Perth starting Thursday week. The Matildas will revert to a full-strength lineup for tomorrow's second friendly against Canada. Australia were blown off the park by the North Americans during their first encounter, a 5-0 loss over the weekend. And it's been a record-breaking season for Crows AFLW memberships. Adelaide had 7,078. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Afternoon at Crayford West, a breakdown to look out for on the freeway uptrack near the Measdays ramp, slow going outbound. Smithfield crash, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive, and Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. The closure is in place from Regency Road to the Portrush Expressway interchange. That'll get really slow around there this Arvo too. You'll find cameras President Avenue, Andrews Farm and Sheriff's Road at Ranella. Holiday like a VIP with Flight Centre's first and business travel experts, tailoring high-end holidays to suit your every need. Visit flightcentre.com.au to find out more. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota forklift advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon, partly cloudy tomorrow 32, Thursday much the same, with a shower or two Friday 31. Right now it's 26 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Braglis. Tonight, we're watching. SA Police revealed just how they're tracking dangerous detainees freed by the High Court. New details on the 91-year-old man accused of murdering his wife, Nonna Maria. Water woes, how much more we're about to pay. And jump into a new era of cruising. Sir Richard Branson takes us on board his adults-only ship. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Oh, and a big welcome to the 5AA Sports Show. Yes, Timmy G and Rowey with you until 6:30. Then it's the Ned McHenry Fishing Show for TJM. Look, solid show ahead. Ryan Kiddo, captain of the Reds. God, they lost last night. We'll get to that with Timmy.
Yep.
Dizzy Gillespie on the strikers. Robbie Slater, love him, mate of show. Your calls, we're interactive. Lines are available, 8223 0000. Timmy, welcome.
Yeah, thanks very much, Stephen. It's a frustrating sort of week at the moment. Very overcast today.
Well, how warm was it today? I tell you, I was that bloody dry. I was out at May North Nissan parts at Wingfield.
Oh, yeah.
Great blokes. They listen to us, and I was that dry. My lips were that swollen.
Yeah.
I thought I was a Kardashian. So
they help you out.
Oh, Johnny Remy out.
Put a bit of oil on there,
yeah.
bit of car
You know
engine
the
oil.
girls that inject the. I look like that.
Yeah, that's what
God,
you felt like. Yeah.
If I had walked inside, you could have suction cupped me to the front window of a May North.
Like a Garfield doll on the inside.
Now, yeah, is it going to be 37, 38 on Thursday? Isn't it? It's warming up, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be, but I think it's been revised down to around about 31, 32 for Thursday. A bit hotter Friday maybe, but then the weekend we've got a bit of rain coming.
Oh, God. Don't know what it wants to do. Hey, just before we get into the soccer, which was disappointing, a Beatles top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran out of 5AA ones, so they're in the wash.
Yes.
So my apologies.
You have a 5AA shirt or a Beatles shirt?
There's only two.
And then a Beatles shirt and a 5AA shirt.
I rotate.
They're all black.
Yeah, it's all black, exactly.
Could that be your favourite colour? Because you're a Maggie? Great.
Yeah,
black.
I think it's probably stemmed from that. Subconscious, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's been a few singers.
You've worn red and blue
every
show we've done.
That's it. So, I got my complete windscreens with a little red koala.
So you don't even know you're doing it.
Red and blue. Black and white.
Oh, there it is.
Got a match made in heaven. Timmy, our Reds lost in a 7-goal thriller away to Macarthur FC. We just can't beat them away.
No, we've had that poor away record. They've had a similar record when they play us here at Cooper Stadium. We spoke to Carl Viet last night about it, but it's really quite frustrating because they had the game in their grasp. They were 3-2 up, And it was 2 late goals in the 82nd and 84th minute that brought them undone, and it would be very frustrating.
Oh, God. Thanks to Channel 10 Simon Hill. Here's one of them.
That's a clever ball to Silva. Drew. And Demola! Extraordinary! From 3-2 down to 4-3 up in the blink of an eye.
They played the Asian Cup, had that big fight back. They moved it a day to help them out. They should be dragging their asses on the ground. How did they get the last 2 goals?
They rested about 5 players, 5 good ones, and didn't take them to Thailand for that game.
Well, there you go.
So they made sure.
Well, that's a good response.
They made sure they had a good lineup. But to be fair to it's the game that we play, and I'm talking about Adelaide United. We are a scoring team. We hit that scoreboard, but it can also get us the other way. And that's what's happened, I think, late in this game.
Yeah, here's our coach, Calviet.
Very disappointed. It was just too passive most of the night defensively, and even a little bit when we had the ball up. Yeah, we had some good moments at times, but overall the game was just far too inconsistent and made far too many errors. Defensively, we were turning balls over and not defending, the way we want to defend. Yeah, we just made it very difficult for ourselves all night.
Yeah, Ryan Kiddo on, skipper, later. Unique Homestyle Food Tech, straight off the bat. Oh, good move, you two, getting Calviet on last night. Anyone else you want to jinx? Well, that's not fair. Don't put Timmy in the jinx. I'm the jinx. Do not anyone out there.
You didn't make
Timmy.
You didn't make any outrageous comments, so I can't blame you.
I think I'm a walking, talking jinx.
No, not at all. It's funny, my twins, the boy and the girl, they jinx each other now.
Oh,
and I said, cut it out. I said, cut it out. You don't want to start that habit.
No.
Where that can lead you in life.
Papa Bear Juniper will get involved there. Hey, has anyone seen or heard of our Strikers WBBL Championship team? If you have, drop us a line. It's like where's
MIA?
Where they are. Apparently they're having a crack.
I think the whole team is now on milk cartons. They're looking for them.
Oh, God, that is unreal.
Where are they?
We'll speak to Dizzy tonight. This Saturday we take on the Heat. This is the Strikers, our first game. Wouldn't it be great if we could win that?
Oh.
And hold the men's and women's?
That would be awesome. Haven't done that yet.
No.
The ladies have got 2 titles back to back.
We've got one.
Have won one, but it'd be nice to win them in the same season.
Same season would be great. Well, Dizzy will be having a fair crack at that. We'll speak to him. Former Aussie speedster Mitch Johnson's been in the news.
Yeah, we spoke about it last night, didn't we? Fair bit.
Well, he's had a podcast. We've only had the written word. Now we have the spoken word.
The way it's come about is a lot like everyone else. We've heard that Dave wanted to retire from cricket at this point at the SCG. He sort of told everyone, I think it was before the Ashes series. So to me, that didn't really sit that well with me. Again, like I say, it's just my personal opinion. I know we both don't agree on it, and that's fine. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to write about it. I guess there was another part to it, the George Bailey part, which again, for me, I just needed to write that part of it, questioning what the role of a head selector is. Again, there is a personal part to that as well.
And that last bit I want to do. It's dangerous in media to have a vendetta against anyone or someone, or have a set against something. Now, I've ridden that path a few times in this chair for the 26 years, and it just ends in tears.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, you know what I mean? You can speak your mind, have a comment, do it, but you can be on and on and on and on and on. And I have done that. And my advice to Mitchie is if they're teammates, you're disenfranchising yourself, or is it a fight you really want to have? Because honestly, it comes back in spades, and it's not nice when it does.
I think you're right. I'm not a person that likes to get involved in that sort of vitriol, because at the end of the day, you're right. You've got to carry that yourself, and I think that's also doing damage to yourself rather than anybody else. But
see, he'd have teammates rigging him under the ring. Oh, come on, Mitchie, you have to just let him. There
was an article written today in the paper about the 2015 champions, which the Australian team, which sounds like it's fairly fractured. Some of the relationships inside that. Michael Clark was the captain. We know Michael's had his differences with different players and the like, but he himself said, I hope that when the Perth test happens, that George Bailey and David Warner reach out to Mitch Johnson and they try and maybe start to quell some of this. But It's
It
come
is a
from
little bit of
somewhere.
mud wracking, yeah.
It's come from somewhere.
And I just think timing's a big thing as well. I know it's in the news. David Warner's in the news. He's got his test coming up. It's in
And
Perth,
Mitch is writing an article.
and
in
Mitch
Western
is
Australia.
writing an article. But they've just won a World Cup in India against India,
you're saying,
which was an amazing
You're
achievement.
saying let them enjoy it.
A little bit. There's a little bit of that. And I know in the media everyone has a crack. And here's me sitting in a glass house throwing snow. I get it. And I ride that.
I know.
You see it. You see my phone ring. It's not a good one, Mitchie. Anyway, we'll try and get him on because I do like him. He also had a crack at chairman of selectors, and his name's George Bloody Bailey.
That's another point, which is really disappointing, to ask if I'm okay because I've had mental health issues. It's pretty much downplaying my article and putting it on mental health, which is quite disgusting, I think.
Now, the minute you heard that, and it was live for the first time, you and I in here, you frilled up like a frill-neck lizard.
Yeah, I was uncomfortable.
And you
with
wanted
it.
to launch.
I was
but
uncomfortable
because you're a
with it.
gentleman and...
I just felt like it was exactly... I thought that is the way that maybe Mitch would take it, and he has.
Yeah.
And I think that's a dangerous...
Of course it is.
Dangerous path to take when somebody has had mental health issues. So you got to really treat that...
Choose your words.
In the respect that it deserves.
Well
and doing it the way he did it, I felt like he was going... Is he okay?
Well, for those that don't know, there was an article, then George Bailey was asked about it in a presser, and here was his comment.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah. Now, that's a throwaway line. I see where he's coming from, but yeah, you
didn't like it at all. And,
it's a fine line,
We've just had Movember and Men's Health and the like and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Making a comment like that, very,
Flippant,
I think was
disrespectful.
respectful, and you heard Mitch Johnson's feelings on it. So, yeah, that won't help heal any wounds, let me tell you.
No, it won't. Now, it's Christmas, it's the festive season, it's time for us to have fun. It's time for you to catch up with friends and colleagues. I've got a Christmas show tonight with Shippy, and you've had yours. We've got our AA one on Friday. So it's about this. Who would you have a Chrissy beer with and a schnitty at a Barreau hotel with out of these three people? It just got me thinking, Timmy. So you're ringing them up. Meet me down at, I don't know, pick any Barreau.
Oh, I'd like to go to, well, I was at the Burke today, actually.
Oh, were you?
Saw Jake.
Gee, that's a good pub.
Take it, eh?
Going to have a beer and a snitty. So that's about an hour.
Yeah.
No, hour and a half.
Yeah.
But don't have a couple of beers. You buy one, I buy one.
If it's going well, I might stay longer.
Pick one out of these three. You got to pick one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
David Warner.
Okay.
Bernard Tom Itch. Is he still alive?
Well, yes, he is.
Okay. Well, it was fallen off the map. What a flog. Or Nick Kyrgios.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Nick's injured.
Warner, Tomic or Kyrgios?
I think
you got to have a beer and a snitty for an hour at a Barreau.
I think Nick Kyrgios would be my number one choice. And the reason I say that is there's something intriguing about him because I feel like deep down I reckon there's a good bloke and potentially the best player in the world. So I just want to find out why and what makes him tick. So I think I'd enjoy that, and I would be into, what would you say, amateur psychologist, trying to work him out. Yeah.
Pick one, Warner, Tomic or Kyrgios, 82230000. Now, if you would ask me, I'm not having one with any of them. When I don't like anyone, they're all out. Okay. So it leads me into this next topic. So if they're out, who would you like to have a beer and a schnitty with?
Oh, now you're picking a
Any sportsman, dead or alive, male or female, overseas or local.
Yeah.
Pick one and why. And here's mine. And it didn't take me more than 1 second to do this. I have actually shared a room with her and a number of interviews with her, but she's my mum's most favourite person, which means mum would have to come. And this particular person, her name is Dawn Fraser, would have secrets in the vault that when she told them to you, you'd have to honour her and keep them in the vault. And there's things I'd love to ask her to know the true truth about.
What's your record with keeping things in the vault? Pretty good? Or?
Reasonably good, Timmy. Well, with people I love or respect, but people I don't like, I'm
you
loose.
just blurt it out.
I'm as loose as the next boat. So I'd love to, things that she would not put in a book. Sit down with a beer and a snitty. She doesn't mind the old amber fluid.
Has been one of Australia's great characters.
As Aussie can be. And I think I have a similar traits, not with greatness of sport or anything. Make no mistake, I wouldn't carry her bags or her togs to the thing, but we're like-minded people, and I like them. I gravitate to people that are like me, and I think she would be. That'd be a good one.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a
I've
cracker.
invited her into my spa. I don't have one now because
No.
I only rent.
But this is
for
metaphorically
years.
speaking. Yeah.
Love to sit in the spa.
Yeah, and have a
Wolf
yarn.
down a snitty.
That's a good
get
one.
some gravy down the front. Wolf down a couple of beers and get into her head. What did happen? Who put you up to it? Who grabbed the flag? Did you jump the fence?
I think we know she didn't do it.
No, but we all.
But you want the story behind it.
I want
You want the uncut.
the nuts and bolts. Who would you have a snitty and a beer with?
I wonder.
Or who are you picking out of Warner, Tomic and Kyrgios? We have a $50 Powers voucher. Lines available. 822 300 00.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Roof Seal. Book an appointment and mention 5AA Seal to receive a $500 voucher towards your roof restoration. Keep listening for more great gift ideas. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
How to be excellent at entertaining. Have a quick panic clean, hide things in cupboards, close every door, light the candles, decant the wine, and most importantly, make sure you're well stocked with a selection of Frederick Street finest. Dry roasted almonds, honey roasted cashews, fruity yogurt delight, and more. Look for Frederick Street finest in the fancy blue packet at your local Drake's supermarket. Be excellent anywhere with Frederick Street finest, devoted to excellence.
Experience the magic of Christmas with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra. Join me, Guy Noble, your host and conductor, and sing along as we deck the halls with a magnificent array of carols, beloved classics and festive favourites. Bring your loved ones for a night out at the Festival Theatre on December 15 and 16 and kick off your silly season with the Adelaide Symphony. Book your tickets now at aso.com.au.
Will you be South Australia's next millionaire? Now is your final chance to purchase tickets in the St John Christmas Home Lottery. With our biggest grand prize ever, someone will have the choice of the $5.2 million grand prize waterfront home package or will walk away with $4.5 million cash. Imagine how your Christmas would change. What would you choose? Get your tickets today at stjohnlottery.com.au for your chance to win the ultimate lifestyle. Deadline midnight Sunday. Licence number M14453.
It's Christmas time at Derringer's with Yamaha's premium range of acoustic and electric guitars, digital pianos, acoustic and electronic drums. Christmas packs now available. Give the gift of music this Christmas with Yamaha and Derringer's. Ho, ho, ho.
Australia's largest indoor caravan showroom now has even more to explore. Come into Dave Benson Caravans to see the new range of Victory caravans, plus a huge selection of Essential, Highline, Network RV and Cub campers with new features and layouts. We have over 100 new and pre-loved vans and campers, all undercover and all ready for immediate delivery, so you can enjoy your next getaway straight away. See what's available at Dave Benson Caravans, 64 Grand Junction Road, Kilburn, or online at davebensoncaravans.com.au.
What good is learning if you're not sharing or discussing it with the person next to you? It's why so many people love learning with WEA, face-to-face learning in a friendly, like-minded group. For learning you'll love, visit wea-sa.com.au.
G'day everyone, Cornsey here. Now, I know a great team and I see one, and the South Australian hydraulic team I rate the highest is BL Shipway. I've known them for a long time. David Shipway is one of the best blokes you'll ever meet. BL Shipway, they've been looking after your hydraulic and pneumatic needs since 1953 with brands like Ryco, Rexroth, Enerpac, Hydac, Oilpath, EasyFit and many more. And if you can't get to them, they'll send a Ryco 24/7 van to you anytime, anywhere. blshipway.com.au, a South Australian team you can count on.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, it's about 4:22. We've been asking the question of you, well, who would you like to have a beer and a schnitty with out of Nick Kyrgios, David Warner or Bernard Tomic? And
if none of the above,
and then you tricked me. You tricked me and went, rightio, I'm going to not pick any of those. No. And I went for Nick, and you said, no, I'm going to go for Dawn Fraser.
Done.
And well chosen, I think. So give us a call, 8223 get on that unique Homestyle Foods text. It's time now to check your traffic and visit the Paradise Hotel and experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar. Book now.
Breakdown to look out for at Crafers West, the freeway up track near the Measdays ramp, slow going outbound there. Crash at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive, and at Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. Closures in place from Regency Road to the Porter Expressway interchange, and that'll be slow around that area of the Savo. Cameras Adams Road, Craigmore and Penfield Road at Penfield. Experience a luxury BMW electric vehicle without the luxury car tax. Own your dream BMW electric vehicle today. Conditions apply. Search BMW electric to learn more. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Let's go to Mawson Lakes. Tofik, what do you reckon? Warner, Tomic or Kyrgios?
It'll be Kyrgios. I 100% agree with Mr. Juniper.
It's catching on.
By the way, Roy, I've got a question. Is there an option to have a cup of coffee instead of beer? Because I don't drink.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tofik, you do whatever you want. Nick Kyrgios, you've picked him. You're the man. Well done. Thanks for that. Let's go to Craig at Salisbury East.
How are you, legends?
Hey, Craig.
Okay, it'd be Kyrgios.
Yep.
And if I couldn't have Kyrgios, it'd be one S Road.
Hey!
And can you give us...
We could talk fishing.
No, no, Craig, we'd be on the boat.
Yeah. Oh, there you go,
Okay.
Craig. There
I'm
you
in.
go.
I'm
He's
in.
And the beer's out, the Aperol's in.
And Craig, why'd you choose Nick over the other two?
Okay, I think Warner's a bit of a banker.
Yeah,
and
100%.
The other one is just a complete and utter waste of space.
Yeah, well said, Craig.
There you go, Craig. Thank you for your
Beer
thoughts.
out, Aperol in. The other thing that'd be in if you came with me, Craig, was undersized whiting and illegal snapper. No. Hello, Mary at Flagstaff
He's doing the fishing show tonight.
Hello.
With Ned.
Oh, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
Help me, Mary.
I'm not quite contrary, but if I was choosing someone to go out to dinner with, it would be Tim Jennifer.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Mary, you're too kind. We've already had dinner.
Well done.
Yes, but Tim, we used to work together.
That's right. I remember it well. I think didn't we have our Christmas show at the Fox and Hound or whatever it was called?
Oh, yeah, we had it somewhere. I've still got a photo of me sitting on your lap.
Oh, Mary.
There you go. Must have been Christmas.
Oh, as long as it's not on your bed head, Mary. Fair dinkum.
Good on you, Mary. Love you.
Here's a text. Hey, Steve. I hate Steve. Hate it.
Okay.
I'm Stephen
I didn't
or
know
Rowey.
that. I didn't know that. I always call you Stephen or Rowey.
Call me Mudguts, call me anything, but not Steve.
Wow.
We all know you're a tough Muncho village people sort of guy. What? Do you need to swear about nothing? What?
That might be the George Bailey. I think you were trying to copy Cornsey with the George Bloody Bailey.
Yeah, well, that's his name, isn't
What's
it?
A
Is his
nickname
middle
that
name
Cornsey's
Bloody?
given him.
Yeah, Cornsey calls him that.
That's why you copied.
Macho village people.
Yeah.
That's a sledge.
Well,
aren't they all left-footers?
No, they're not, actually.
Oh,
So
is that a myth?
It's,
Okay.
it's a myth.
Hello,
It's a myth.
Mark
Not
at
all.
Somerton.
Some, but not all. Hello, Mark.
Down actually. The first choice would have been Nick Kyrgios for all the reasons that Tim took out of my mouth. But then once Rowey moved the goalposts, somebody that's performed themselves at the absolute pinnacle of the sport, but also played alongside possibly the greatest in that sport, and that's Scottie Pippen.
Oh, yes.
On Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Mark. Scottie Pippen would be an interesting character.
Yes.
You know, did you watch that Last Dance at all, Mark?
All of that, yeah, absolutely.
So you would be aware that he signed that really long-term deal that ended up really costing him quite a pack.
Yes.
And I know that the club still looks after him today and just gives him a token role where he can earn $1, but it really was a big mistake. He was just trying to look after his family. So I think he's got a really good heart, and I think it's a good choice, Mark. Well done.
Good one, Mark. Like it. Dion?
How you going, boys?
Hey, Dion.
Warner, Tomic or Special K?
Special K, just so I could spend the whole hour reminding him how much of a flog he is.
Dion.
Dear. You might end up getting along, Dion. That's the thing. I think we may be surprised by all of them. Who knows? Let's go to Mark at Grange. G'day, Mark.
I like being surprised.
I'd rather pick Kyrgios. I'd like to pick his mind for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And the second person I'd like to have a with is Neil Baum.
Okay.
I'd like to know how he ticks.
Yes.
Well, he's a very interesting character, and I interviewed him once for a luncheon not that long ago, and what I found about him, Mark, was that
he's a ripper.
As intense a footballer you'd ever see. I mean, he whacked a few, don't worry about that. But off the field, you would go, wow, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
He's a man manager.
And he's a thinker, though, isn't he?
He's a thinker. He's a thinker.
Very good at what he's
question. Well, don't keep them coming in. It's Chrissy around the corner. Who'd you have a snitty and a beer with out of Warnett, Tomic and Kyrgios? And if it's nothing above, do what I did. Pick someone else.
And you can have a squash or a coffee or
whatever you want.
Or a salad.
Just a text before the news.
Ham
I'd
salad.
love to have a beer. You're getting a lot of these.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a beer with Juniper.
Oh, yeah.
Where he could have enough material to make me laugh for a good 5 minutes. No, that's
I think he's having a dip there.
That's it, Timmy. He's having a dip. How long was your Fringe show? 10 minutes?
No, it wasn't.
Were you in one of those tents in and out?
An hour.
An hour?
We're not allowed to go over by any minutes. You know, if you went over by 1 minute, you were fined $30 for every minute you went over. Yeah. Because you got to get the tent ready for the next act.
You do.
So you got a very strict time that you got to get off, and the first show was the hardest to judge because of the timing. But
so you got someone winding up. Did you have a producer?
I kept looking at my watch.
Oh, did you?
I said, "Excuse me." I said, "I'll get fined $30 for every minute I'm over." So a lot of people thought, "Well, get it over and done with now, mate."
Is that the most daunting thing you've ever done?
I reckon it's the closest to playing football. Experience, because when you're behind the curtain, it's like about to run out onto the ground. You get that nervous energy and all the rest of it. And then, of course, you don't know what you're going to get. And you don't know how you're going to play. You might play a good game or a bad game. We're not sure. It was excellent fun. I loved it. But it was incredibly nerve-wracking. Yeah,
I'm sure it would have been. Hey, we're going to go to the 5AA News, a big half hour coming up. Your calls, we're interactive, 822 300 00. But we're going to drill down on Adelaide United skipper. His name is Ryan Kitto.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
Aliawa Yawari was called to the Magistrates Court charged with 2 counts of indecent assault. This guy was released 3 weeks ago from detention in Western Australia.
Informing Adelaide.
The federal leader of the opposition, Peter Dutton, in hindsight, almost predictable, isn't it, and perverse what's happened here in SA.
It was avoidable. The minister's made catastrophic mistakes in his decision making, and it's a tragedy.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. The hunt is continuing for the suspects after a 19-year-old man was stabbed at Craigmore this afternoon. His injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The federal opposition has confirmed it will support new laws to return dangerous asylum seekers back to immigration detention. A newlywed has been mauled to death while paddleboarding in the Bahamas by a shark. And in sport, pre-season training continues for the Crows and Port. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
At Parallel, we look out for a crash, Kings Road near Whites Road. Smithfield, another crash there. Curtis Road near Douglas Drive. Out of Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. The close is in place from Regency Road to the Port River Expressway interchange. That'll get really slow throughout there, the Salvo too. Cameras, Adams Road, Craigmore, and Baines Road at Onkaparinga Hills. Claim up to $3,500 in EV rebates on the award-winning BYD Atto 3 before December 31. Beat the deadline. Visit BYD today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather, partly cloudy tonight down to 15, partly cloudy tomorrow 31. Right now it is 26. We'll have more news at 5 and as it happens on 5AA.
There's hot chili cashews, smoked almonds and delicious spicy peanuts. Merry Christmas, folks. I'm Brett Charlesworth, and they're just 3 of the tantalising products we cook hot and fresh for you in every one of our Charlesworth Nuts stores. There's salted and unsalted nuts, there's spicy, hot chili and smokehouse flavoured, plus our range of designer mixes exclusive to Charlesworth's. Just follow the seductive aroma of freshly cooked nuts to one of our 11 family-owned stores or shop online. Why Charlesworth? Because fresh nuts taste better.
Hi, it's Hazel from Physio Extra. If you're in pain today because you had a big weekend on the footy field, on the court or in the garden, give us a call today for a same-day appointment. For example, if you rolled your ankle, try and stay off it as much as possible, compress it and add a little bit of ice. When you come in for your appointment, we might ask you questions like if you heard any sounds, if you've hurt the area before, or if you've done anything similar on the opposite side.
It's the extra in Physio Extra that makes all the difference. Visit physioextra.com for your nearest location or call for a same-day appointment.
Phil Hoffman of Phil Hoffman Travel.
Well, it's my name on the door, and so at the end of the day, if someone needs something, I'm there to make sure that it happens. Really, we are the architects of anyone's travel. There's no need to sift through the internet and get confused. We have 10 convenient locations through South Australia, plus a great website and online service, but qualified staff to look after you all the time. And also, when anything happens, we're there with a 24/7 backup. The internet is not, and it's our personal touch to give you that all the time.
Visit pht.com.au.
Hi, I'm Jo. I'm a registered nurse and I work with St Louis Home Care as a clinical care coordinator.
St Louis was started by my great-grandmother and is one big happy family with lovely staff just like Jo.
The people that work for St Louis are very loving and caring.
Whether it's personal care, preparing meals, shopping, home maintenance or social activities, we help people stay at home for longer.
If you're interested, come and join us.
Google St Louis Home Care today.
Breaking a windscreen, look, it's not sexy, it's unexciting and simply not fun. Can also be costly. At Complete Windscreens, we get it. All you want is same-day service at the best price and quality guaranteed. For near 50 years, this SA-owned and operated auto glass company has serviced your needs. Whether it's tinting, chip repair, calibration, supply and fit or glass cutting, we are there for you. 220 Main North Road Prospect, the big red koala out the front, CompleteWindscreens.com.au.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
That's a clever ball to Silva. Drew. And Demola! Extraordinary! From 3-2 down to 4-3 up in the blink of an eye.
Yes, 2 late goals put down the Reds against MacArthur last night. 4-3, a dramatic night it was on the Monday night. We got the skipper on the line, Ryan Kiddo. Ryan, how are you?
Rowey, Timmy G, thanks for having me.
That's the boy. Hey, mate, firstly, a frustrating loss, isn't it? Because you had that lead of 3-2. Looked like we were going to come away with our first points against them away, and those late 2 just really hurt us.
Yeah, disappointing, of course. Unfortunately, to come from behind twice and then to be in the lead and have a good 35-minute spell in the second half and not be able to put the game away, but then to concede in the way we did was, very disappointing. But we'll take the lessons away from it and learn and go again on Sunday. How
much do you review there and then, and how much do you review, say, next day or when you watch Vision and the like? And I'm just wondering, when that process is, because sometimes one of the best statements I actually heard from a coach was the most unproductive coaching moment is 30 minutes post a loss.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't reviewed it yet officially as a team. We'll do that in the coming days. I think just collectively as a group, we obviously speak about it and we're all disappointed. And like I said, we just have to learn from it now, and it's the small details that cost us, and we put a lot of work in, and to come away with nothing was disappointing. But we'll just use that as fuel for the coming weeks and make sure that we don't let it happen again this season.
God, we attack. I love our style of play. We can get it in the back of the onion net, but as Timmy said in our opener, we can get scored on the other way. So 2 weeks ago it was 5 goals, now it's 4. What's wrong down back?
I think it's just the way we play, to be honest. Like, we want to attack and defend with 11 players. Yes, we can do things better, and I think we need to be a lot tidier in our rest defence. So when the opposition does have the ball, setting up against teams like MacArthur, who we know want to hit us on the transition, just being in positions to prevent that from happening. And we just didn't do that well enough, unfortunately, last night, and they punished us.
So they got those 2 goals, the 82nd and 84th minute. You're the skipper. What's the communication like on the pitch? Have you got enough lead? I know you've got a lot of young lads. The leaders like yourself are great leaders. Do you have enough voice, or do the boys, you feel, go into their shell a little bit when there's disappointment?
No, we do have a young group, but we're lucky to have a number of good leaders in the team, and these moments are invaluable learning experiences for our young members. And of course, we reflect on it as the older boys in the group and see how we maybe could have done things better. But the reality is the last 2 goals, the first one comes from our corner, and we don't set up well enough and allow them to go down the other end. And then the second one is from a corner of theirs. So it's 2 set plays that we've switched off at key moments. So that's something that we need to improve moving forward.
I was wondering, does Eugene Galekovic, I know he'd worked with Joe Gauci, but does he ever address the team as a whole about certain ways we defend as the keeper? Because I know they have a totally different view on things, don't they, keepers?
Yeah, they do. And Eugene does work with us along with Mark Milligan, and we're lucky to have both their expertise to help us. And yeah, I suppose from Eugene's point of view, it's about us protecting Joe and allowing them to attack in areas that give him the best chance to make the saves, which we know with his ability he does 9 times out of 10, and we just couldn't protect him well enough on last night. And yeah, like I said, we just got punished, which was disappointing.
And got to say, mate, the nice little setup you did beautifully for Bovalina. He got up high to get that in. It was a terrific piece of play. Well done to yourself.
Yeah, he took his chance well, Bob. I was really happy for him. That's his first goal in the A-League, so it's a special moment for him.
Cracker.
Unfortunately, we couldn't go on and get the win for him, but he definitely is a bit of a fox in the box. He's pretty dangerous, and he gets in the right place, and you're right, physically he can really leap, and I suppose he's a bit of an undersized player, so especially on set plays, he doesn't generally attract the big boys, and he can be a real weapon for us. So I think it's the first of many to come for him, and I'm really happy for him.
Yeah, only 19 years of age. I was talking to Carl last night about the gang of youths that you've got at the moment. They're like roaming the pitch like a gang of kids themselves, and I really like that energy that they bring, and he certainly brought that spring to the box.
Yeah, no, very lucky, and we've got a very good group of young players that are constantly learning and looking to improve, and they all want to go on to big things in the game and bring success to our club. So we're lucky with the young group we have. We just need to keep providing them with the environment and hoping they develop and improve, and along the way we can have success as well.
Gee, I like the old fox in the box. Who made that up? Is that a common saying in the world game?
Yeah, a little bit of a saying, I guess. Just those people that know to be in the right place at the right time and react quickly and put the ball away.
Wily like the fox.
So I reckon Tim Cahill would have been a fox in the box, wouldn't he?
Yeah, there's another one. He seems to be in the right place at the right time and had a bit of a... No, I don't want to say Bovalina has a leap like Tim Cahill. That's a big call, but they both get up very well for their size.
I think if Timmy was a soccer player, Ryan, he'd be a fox in the box.
No.
Yes, you would.
I'd be a mole in the ground, I think.
Oh,
couldn't leap at all. Couldn't leap at all.
Educate me, Ron. What's another name for a...
Oh, you put me on this.
Come on, just one more. The fox.
I'm not sure I got another one. I'm going to have to put the thinking cap on, and next time we talk, I'll come up with one for you.
Yeah, make one up for the next interview.
You are going to need to. Now, our coach, we love him. Carl Viet, he can tend to explode and get a little bit red in the face. We heard at half time he blew off. What about after the game?
After the game, he doesn't say a lot. Okay. I think he's feeling just as much disappointed as we are, and he'll talk to us during the week, and we'll reflect on what happened and how we can improve. But he definitely was disappointed with the first half, just with our intensity and the way we went about it. But I suppose in a positive, we weren't playing well and the game was 2-2. And I thought for 35 minutes of that second half, we did improve and we did have good moments and we were able to take the lead. And like I said, then just switched off in those key moments. So we'll take a lot of lessons away from it, like I've said. And yes, of course, we're disappointed, but we move on quickly and we have a massive game at home against Brisbane on Sunday.
Yeah, well, we're just going to mention that. Look, I think our best can win a championship. It's the inconsistency and the errors. We get that right. The Raw, we got them Sunday at home, 2:30 kickoff. So, Timmy, you'll be down there?
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say, that game last night, they took our spot. And now we've got the chance to take Brisbane's spot on Sunday.
That's
so
good.
that'll be a nice payback, Ryan.
Yeah, definitely. I think the table's quite tight at the moment, so 3 points goes a long way. And I think it's been about a month since we've been back in front of our home fans and members.
Too long.
So very excited for that. And Brisbane are going well. They're playing good football, and obviously our old assistant coach Ross Aloisi coaching there. So definitely looking forward to this one.
Absolutely, mate. Well, all the best with it on Sunday. Get us back in the winner's circle, and we look forward to talking to you again before Christmas.
Sounds great. Thanks always for the support, guys.
Well done, Ryan Ketto there, Adelaide United captain. We have lines available. We have a $50 Powers voucher to give away, 82230000. Bit of fun as we come up to...
Yeah, I've got a nice, unique home-style food text here. Boys, I'd like a coffee with Mick Moldhouse. For obvious reasons, his thought processes. Tell you what,
he would be a good one. So that is our topic. Who would you have a beer and a schnitty with? It's, it's the festive season.
Yeah.
We gave you 3 examples. Is it Warner, Tomic or Kyrgios? Pick one. Warner 0.0. Tomic, don't even mention him. Kyrgios has got about 5 nominations, plenty on the text.
Yeah.
But if you like me and it's no, who would you sit down with and have a beer and a schnitty with? Mine was Dawn Fraser. Lines available, 82230000. Big show still to come. We've got family pass to the 36ers.
To give away, that's nice.
We've got Adelaide Strikers BBL season returns for the Adelaide Strikers on Saturday.
That's fantastic.
That's in the box.
Yeah.
That's all laid on.
What's in the 5AA one?
Correct weight
that's
and all
big.
clear. And you won't want to miss the Frederick Street Finest hamper giveaway. We've got all that to do before 6:30. Stay with us, but it's time for our local traffic. Visit the Paradise Hotel. Experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar. Book now.
At Paralowie crash, Kings Road near Whites Road. Another collision at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive. And Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed this afternoon due to a police incident. A few delays around there and detours. That closures in place from Regency Road to the Port River Expressway. You'll find cameras, Cottage Lane, Hackham and Cavan Road at Dry Creek. Wrap up your Christmas gifting with 20% off almost everything at Michael Hill. Save on selected gold, diamonds, gemstones and more. Limited time only. Shop now, in-store or online at Michael Hill. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Australian outdoor living. Enjoy huge savings now on outdoor blinds, pergolas, artificial lawn, outdoor kitchens and more at their Black Friday event. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Get your home ready for Christmas at Coles with 20% off Christmas decorations like fairy lights, baubles and tinsel, plus thousands of other specials every week. That's great value, hands down, at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday, excludes licensed collectibles.
In tough times, it's the simple things that make a big difference. Like $19 schnitzel days at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. We know the humble schnitty can't fix all our problems, but we do know it'll put a smile on your dial. $19 schnitty, Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. Making the world a better place, one schnitty at a time. Got to start somewhere. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Yes, you do. 4:45. Lines available. We're interactive. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, come on.
Come on,
Get
schnitty
on.
heads. Hey, the best way to see our beautiful country, it is through the windscreen of your four-wheel drive. But if you want to get there, you want to be TJM equipped. I've got news on Ned McHenry at 6:30 with his fishing show.
Oh, hello.
Sam's in America.
Yes, he is.
Are we allowed to say that?
Sam Tugwell.
Yeah,
Well,
Tugger's
he's on
holidays.
leave, yeah.
Okay. He's back with me, Neddy.
Yeah.
The Ned McHenry and Stephen Rowe Fishing Show.
Yeah.
Thanks to TJM Equipped.
I'll tell you what, this is exciting because there's an Escape for Summer sale and it's on now at TJM. So don't miss your chance to stock up on all the gear that you'll ever need for summer adventures in the great outdoors.
How's this? Get at least 20% off camping gear from swags to awnings and shower tents. 20% off recovery gear. They're the winches, recovery kits, all that. Oh, man, they've got it all.
TJM Christmas Essentials, like beach towels, travel tumblers, cooler bags, 20% off. And I tell you what, they're the great items to stick in the Christmas stockings and say, there you go, TJM equipped stocking for you.
Yeah, they're the fillers. Now, if you love 4x4ing and camping, don't miss TJM's Escape for Summer sale on until Saturday, December 16th. So that's next Saturday. Chat to TJM's 4x4 experts at TJM in Nailsworth and Clovelly Park.
Tired of your rent and bills going up and up and up? Pump them down with EcoVantage. It's easy to switch your existing hot water system for an energy-efficient heat pump, even if you're renting. And thanks to federal and state government facilitated subsidies, it could cost as little as $0. Start saving hundreds off your water heating costs. Hit up your landlord and ask for the EcoVantage switch. Visit ecovantage.com.au. T's and C's apply.
What are your kids doing this summer?
They're enrolled in backswim.
It's not just swimming lessons, it's water safety.
They learn to keep themselves and others safe.
Never know when you need it.
Visit
Visit the VaxSwim website today for more information and to enrol.
Remember those great Christmas holidays in the past? Summer by the seaside, traditional homestyle family meals and plenty of chatter and laughs with your friends. Relive your Christmas memories with Holiday Wonders on a special 5-day holiday beginning December 23rd. Includes accommodation, great meals and a Christmas lunch feast. Enjoy Robe, Port Macdonald, Beachport and Kingston and a day in Hamilton. Our special offer may cost you less than staying home this year. Bookings close soon. Go to holidaywonders.com.au.
Hold the doors! Hold the doors! Oh.
Next train, 50 minutes.
Oh, shut up. Wait, there's a KFC. $3.95 Go Buckets? Shut up and take my money!
Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, welcome back. Great to be with you. Of course, you can check us out on the Foodland live stream, Facebook and YouTube, and interact with us on the unique Homestyle Food text line. And, of course, you can give us a call on 8223 0000. I want to do something right now in the Christmas spirit. I want to give away a family pass to the Adelaide 36ers versus the Cairns Taipans. That's this Saturday, the 9th of December. And if you'd like that family pass, give us a call. 8223 0055. That's at the Ent Centre. It's a great night out. Don't miss it at the Entertainment Centre. And if you want some tickets, get onto Ticket Tech. But yeah, give us a call now for that double pass. Family pass, actually. Family pass.
Great night out.
Great
they'll
night
win
out.
That night.
Go and they'll get back in the winner's circle, which is terrific.
Let's go to Toorak Gardens. Hello, Russ.
G'day. To have a beer with, I've just premises with, I've actually had a beer with Robbie Mueller in Victoria, in Melbourne, years ago.
Whereabouts were you?
It's a strip club.
Oh, okay. I do believe they sell beer.
Come on, Russ, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Rightio. So we're talking a long time ago, Russ, I hope.
It was a while back. It was, I reckon it was about 2000, 2001. It was actually the year that Essendon had won the whole year.
Oh, yeah, 2000.
From Footscray, yeah.
Yeah.
And, but there's three I want to put in to fulfill my quadrilla, and that's it's a bit of a common theme. Carl Dietrich.
Carl.
Neil Baum.
Oh, Barmy, yep.
And a very fair player, and people didn't understand it, was Ray Hayes.
Oh, Ray, big Ray. I'll tell you what, you got some lads there that put a few to sleep, haven't you? Gee whiz, Russ, that's a rat pack. That is. God,
good on you, Russ. Thanks,
good
mate.
Fun.
Keep them coming in. Who would you have a beer with out of Warner, Tomic and Kyrgios? Ange.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Good, Ange. Good.
I reckon Mark Jacko Jackson would be good to have a beer and a snitty with.
Yeah, Jacko, got plenty of stories.
Crackers Keenan would be a good one.
He was awesome. We had him on not long ago.
And also, about 15 years ago, I had a beer and a thing with Rex Hunt. He was at the Central District Footy Club.
Oh, yeah.
He's a ripper.
Was good night?
Yeah, mate, it was good. Yeah, it was really good. Even though I'm a Port supporter, I had to wear the bulletproof vest down there, but I thought safer than if I went anywhere else, to be honest. So my car was still there when I went outside, so that was pretty good. So
good on you, Ange.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, well done. Have a great Christmas. So on the back of the festive season, we got Warner, who's a little bit, polarising. Tomic is less than polarising, just not liked. And Kyrgios, we said pick one. And if you don't want to pick one, who would you pick? Sports person. We've had a lot of great nominations.
Got a unique Homestyle Food text here. G'day, fellas. I would pick Michael Graham. He sounds like a ripping bloke, says Jace. Probably heard us on Where Are They Now? I have had a beer with Michael Graham, Jason, and you're 100% correct. It is good fun, and he's a ripping bloke. And tells good stories too. So that's the bit I love. Yeah. I sat with Sandy Nelson once at a luncheon, and I've never enjoyed it, so much. Just hearing all of his footy stories.
Yep.
It's awesome. It was obviously a different decade to us. Yeah. He was 60s, 70s, and I just loved hearing those stories, and I'd go again.
He's a ripper. Now, you want to put a smile on my face, I've heard.
I do. There was a little...
Will it put a smile on my face?
No. I want you to listen to it. There was a little tune, because you've been pushing for the Crows to get to Thebby, and they've had to go to public consultation.
Well, that finishes on the 18th of December. This is the last. They still haven't signed. It's costing them, they think it could cost them an extra $1 million every 6 months they linger. You try build something now. This has lingered on far too much, over 10 trees, and it's still lingering, and
Well, you've got some opposition. There's
I'm not happy about it.
A chap connected to the 5031 Action Group who he came up with a little tune called the Greenwashing Blues in protest about those trees.
Okay, just on that, they've asked me to be their patron.
I don't think they have, but this chap is playing a little tune. Let's have a listen.
When your project is all bad news and you need to change concerned views, you need to add a substance like BS. So to rephrase the wording as your reputation's hurting, simply sprinkle greenwash on the text. Then trees felled become trees impacted. Parklands built on is parkland activated. And a treeless oval becomes gorgeous green space. So we ask that you bring strong laws in and drown out deceitful greenwash spin. Laws to protect the plants and trees and all the fauna that we need, which makes our state a healthy place to be.
You got no chance now, mate.
Oh my God, that is the worst vomit song I've. Oh my God, is he right?
No, I'm telling you that I.
What is this?
I reckon that once that
is that
gets
their theme song?
Once that gets in the hands of the politicians.
Go get a steel shop chainsaw.
No.
Go down to King's Reserve.
You're going to write a song, are you?
Put 2-stroke in it, give it a tug, and mow down all of those red gum.
I thought we'd
Timmy,
get a response, but that's,
no, but that
I didn't know we were going to get another song.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's a tactic I would have used, but oh well.
So is that in my face, is it? That's... Not even the words rhymed. Hello, Spud at Tumby Bay. Jeez, I wish I was there. That was embarrassing, that song.
Yeah, let's get back to the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, the weather's pretty good here, Rowey. Good for fishing.
Oh,
good on you.
Bay. Love Tumby Bay.
Oh, I wished I was there, Spud.
It's beautiful. Hey, any day I'd be love to sit down with Barry Roper and have a beer and a snitty. I'd even pay for it.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, good call, Spud.
Wouldn't?
Haven't met him, Spud? Never met him?
Well, I got a story for you.
Yeah.
I've never met the guy.
Right.
About 50 years ago when I turned 10, my sister wrote him a letter to get some autographs for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back for my birthday, I got half a dozen signed cards from him,
oh,
a 2-page handwritten letter, and a fully paid membership of the North Adelaide Footy Club with a receipt from Barry Roper.
Gee,
Goodness
how good's
me.
that? And that's the bloke he is, Spud. He is just an absolute gentleman.
Have you still got the letter, Spud?
No, sadly.
Oh,
with all the years shifting and having kids and that, it's gone. But when I was younger, I used to play for Cummins, red and white.
Yes.
And in the minis, I wouldn't play unless I had number 10, and we had plain red socks. I always used to wear long white socks over so I could make a white cap for North Adelaide.
Oh,
Clever.
Spud, that is magnificent, mate.
Yeah.
Go get those bloody
call,
rods
mate.
out and go and get yourself a big bag full of bloody whiting.
Well, you get him over there. Peter, g'day, mate. How are you?
Hello, Pete.
How you going, Jimmy? Rowey?
Good, buddy.
Mate, just a quick one. Why are you giving these blogs from this 5031 even airtime?
Correct.
Seriously?
No, Pete, it wasn't me. They didn't tell me. It was not on the run sheet.
I know, right. Jimmy bloody G, you've got your own stuff down there. You're doing all your renovations and crap. Leave us alone.
Yep.
Let us build one of the greatest things we're going to have in forever, and we've got these blokes worried about 4 or 5 trees. Give me a break, Rowey. Come on, mate.
Oh, I'm with you, Pete. Honestly, 10 trees has held up progress. We had a tree at Complete Windscreens. It was a male version of a fig tree.
You sure you should tell this story?
Yeah, probably not. Straight down it went.
Yeah, well,
straight down.
Well, it was only a small tree, so...
No, it was massive.
Yeah.
$800, straight down it went. You know where it is now? In one of those mulcher things. Probably sitting on your front lawn.
This is a bit of irony here. Let's go to the phones. Brad at One Tree Hill.
Yeah, g'day, young Rowey, Timbo.
How are you, mate?
Hey,
Who would
Brad.
you like to have a Christmas beer with?
Yeah, well, I'd have to pass on 4 names you mentioned, not really my cup of tea.
Yep, fair
or
enough.
my
Ditto.
pint of beer. But I did have one of my heroes back in 1998.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in the front bar of the Duke of Wellington in Flinders Street.
Right. Who'd you
run
run
by
into?
Brian the Whale Roberts.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
he did too, yeah.
Now, he was an absolute legend. You know, I think he played for South, then he went over in Richmond, played for Richmond in South Melbourne. My memory serves me correctly, which it doesn't half the time. But anyway, he was a great bloke to talk to, great footy stories. Now, he had about 5 taps. He'd have a little 7-ounce glass at each tap, and when he went to pour a beer, he'd have a sip out of each one.
Yeah, right.
And in the corner of the Duke of Wellington then, there was a brass plaque. It says here in 48 hours, Val Perovic, in 2 hours, Val Perovic drank 48 cans.
I've heard
and
that.
I said to the whale, I said, is this fair income? He said, yeah, I was here and I witnessed it.
Oh, my God.
What an effort, eh?
Wow, I've actually...
Is he still with us? He'd be a good Where Are They
No,
Now?
he's Vale now.
Oh.
But he was
oh, really?
He was just a great bloke to talk to, all his footy stories and the
Good on
clubs
you,
he's
Brad.
been at.
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
great story,
Thanks, Brad.
Brad, thanks for that. Second hour, we're going to give away the Adelaide Strikers. They take on Brisbane Heat, Game 1, because we've got Dizzy Gillespie coming up after the news. That's in the 5AA locker room, the lounge. It'll be magnificent. Stay tuned for that. No talent required, not even a quiz. Just ring and you'll get it. And don't forget the Frederick Street Finest hamper giveaway.
So we've got lots to give away. Woohoo, hang in there.
Yeah, back after the 5 o'clock news.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
The Hyundai 2023 SUV sale event is on now. Enjoy a brilliant $2,000 factory bonus on selected Santa Fe and Palisade, plus a great $1,500 factory bonus on the Tucson SUV. Experience our most innovative SUVs, packed with smart sense safety, advanced technology and intuitive design. Hurry, limited time only. Offer on select stock and not applicable on every model. T's and C's apply. Visit your local showroom today. Imagine that. Hyundai.
Set sail for maritime adventure at the Dockside Festival in Port Adelaide. Explore iconic port vessels, handmade markets, and indulge in a mouth-watering seafood experience while sipping local beverages. Plus, live music, carnival rides, food trucks, and interactive fun for the kids. For sports enthusiasts, enjoy the action on the Port River. The best part? Entry is free. Dockside Festival, Saturday 9 and Sunday 10th of December at the Port River Waterfront, Port Adelaide. docksidefestival.com.au.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio, and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Partly cloudy tonight, down to 15. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 31. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
The hunt is continuing for the suspects after a 19-year-old man was stabbed at Craigmore this afternoon. It happened on Birmingham Drive around 2:15. The victim is in hospital. His stab wounds are not believed to be life-threatening. Anyone who witnessed the incident or has information, CCTV or dashcam footage is asked to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. The federal government says its economic strategy is starting to put downward pressure on inflation, helping stabilise interest rates. The Reserve Bank has kept the official cash rate at 4.35%. The RBA board will see how the economy responds over the coming months before deciding its next rate move. Treasurer Jim Chalmers admits some households are doing it tough, but the situation is improving.
Now, we're not getting carried away because we know that people are still under pressure. We know that people are finding it difficult to make ends meet. But if you look at the recent data, you look at the recent commentary, it's very clear now that we are making welcome and encouraging progress in this fight against inflation.
The federal opposition has confirmed it will support new laws to return dangerous asylum seekers back to immigration detention. More than 140 people have been released into the community after the High Court ruled indefinite detention is unlawful. Since then, 3 people have been arrested for reoffending. Opposition leader Peter Dutton says the situation should have never become this messy.
There will be a number of people within this cohort that doesn't apply to, and the difficulty is that the government will have to manage these. They say at a cost of $250 million.
But you're going to support it?
Well, of course, we'll support a bill that makes the community safer, but I think there's a lot more that they could be doing.
Israel's military has reportedly assembled a system of large pumps with which it plans to flood Hamas tunnels under the Gaza Strip with seawater to drive out fighters. As the BBC's Yolanda Nell reports, it comes as Israel's military carries out more airstrikes.
In videos shared on social media overnight, loud thuds of explosions can be heard near Khan Yunis, apparently from Israeli strikes and shelling. Yesterday, witnesses in southern Gaza said that Israeli tanks and armoured vehicles could be seen approaching the city from the east, while Israel's army said that the main road leading there from the north now constituted a battlefield. With the war spreading, Palestinians and aid agencies warn that people are running out of places to flee to. A local UN official said it was possible an even more hellish scenario was about to unfold, one in which humanitarian operations may not be able to respond.
King Charles is planning his first visit to Australia since becoming the head of the Commonwealth. The monarch and Queen Camilla will travel down under in the new year. It will be the pair's first visit since 2018. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
Adelaide United say they've learned some lessons from last night's loss to Macarthur FC. They were edged out in the final minutes 4-3. Reds captain Ryan Kitto telling Rowey and Timmy G they played a lot better in the second half.
We did improve and we did have good moments and we were able to take the lead, and like I said, then just switched off in those key moments. We'll take a lot of lessons away from it, like I've said, and yes, of course we're disappointed, but we move on quickly and we have a massive game at home against Brisbane on Sunday.
The Matildas will revert to a full-strength lineup in tomorrow's second friendly against Canada. Australia were blown away by their opponents during their first encounter, a 5-0 loss over the weekend. Coach Tony Gustafsson says it's important to start building chemistry ahead of next year's Olympics.
This might be the only camp before the Olympics when we can play a top-ranked nation, because it's difficult scheduling now with all the teams being locked into schedule all the way up.
And in the NBA, the Pacers and Pelicans have advanced to the in-season tournament semi-finals. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
At Paraloa, there's a crash Kings Road near Whites Road. Another crash at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive, and Wingfield. The north-south motorway is currently closed this afternoon. That's due to a police incident. The closure is in place from Regency Road to the Port River Expressway. Detour is in place and pretty slow around the area too. Cameras, President Avenue, Andrews Farm, and Salisbury Highway at Dry Creek. KFC's at 6 for $6.95. Original tenders are here. Want some? Order online now. Not everywhere and not forever. Only on kfc.com.au and KFC app. Pick up only. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Partly cloudy tonight, down to 15. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 31. Thursday, partly cloudy, 33. Then Friday, a shower or two, and also 33. Right now, it's 26 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, we're watching. SA Police revealed just how they're tracking dangerous detainees freed by the High Court. New details on the 91-year-old man accused of murdering his wife, Nonna Maria. Waterwas, how much more we're about to pay. And jump into a new era of cruising. Sir Richard Branson takes us on board his adults-only ship. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
That's the sound of an absolute scorcher coming our way. And it's your reminder to check out the deals at Costa Air. Costa Air's consultants and installers are weather nerds. They have to be, because air conditioning is their business. They'll make the next scorcher feel like a bit of a fizzer. Join hundreds of Adelaide households and don't pay the higher price. Pay the Costa Air price. Go to costaair.com.au.
The high-tech home of tomorrow has a new name. It's not Siri or Alexa. It goes by the name Jim. Add data, security and complete connectivity to your home with Jim's antennas and security. Start by asking Jim to boost your Wi-Fi for streaming TV and gaming. It's easy with integrated cables and extra data points. Jim can make sure your free-to-air channels are crystal clear too. For a high-tech home, just ask Jim. Hey Jim. Jim's antennas and security.com.au.
At Drake's, we want everybody to share in the joy of Christmas. That's why we've dropped our prices.
To make Christmas affordable for you.
Like Christmas hams, dropped.
Panettone, dropped.
Prawns, dropped.
Cherries, dropped.
Rock lobster, dropped.
Christmas pudding,
Dropped. Mince pies. Dropped.
Drake's have all the ingredients for an affordable Christmas.
Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
The sun never retires, but we do, and power bill shock should retire with us. That's why Warner Close Retirement Living offers environmentally friendly units equipped with the latest solar panels at no cost to you. Their industry-leading smart solar system keeps energy bills as low as possible, today and into the future. Switch off power bill shock when you rent a retirement unit with Warner Close. Visit warnerclose.com.au. SA Community Owned.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, and welcome back. To the 5 o'clock hour, Rowey. This is the exciting hour where you've got heaps of prizes to give away. You're like Father Christmas yourself.
Well, I have you about to break in a song there.
Yeah, I was about.
Sally.
Yeah,
is that one of yours?
Well, it's from The Commitments, which was a great movie, an Irish movie actually, back in the early 90s, and they did Mustang Sally and a lot of other great old tracks. So it was terrific. But look, we've been asking the question.
Well, before you do, let's do this. Frederick Street's finest hamper. That's a giveaway. We'll do that, and there's no skill required. Just listen, and there'll be a cue to call. And this one will be the hottest ticket in town this weekend. AdelaideStrikers.com.au. Get your tickets for this season. Game 1's this weekend. Summer's official.
It's on.
Summer is official.
Yeah,
when the Strikers is on.
Will you? Hurry
and
up.
that's in the 5AA lounge. In the lounge. In the lounge. Hey, now, 822 before we go to our next guest, we're just having a little bit of fun. You know, who'd you have a Chrissy beer with or a schnitty down at a Barrow? Is it out of a Warner, a Tomich, or a Kyrgios? We said pick one.
Correct.
Either pick one
or like you did, just went off on a tangent.
Nah, I couldn't have a beer with any of them. Mine's Dawn Fraser, because I want to get to the bottom of the truth of that moment.
You're having a Chrissy drink with Dawn.
I would love to. And then I could bring my mum, because my mum adores Dawn.
Oh, now you're bringing family in now.
Well,
you do bend rules.
I do bend rules, Timmy. I do bend rules. Talking about bending rules, Jason Dizzy Gillespie, he's going to join us for the summer of cricket. All summer, thanks to Budget Car and Truck Rental. Call 13 27 27.
Well, the Adelaide Strikers men type.
Yes.
They're on Saturday night. It all happens again, the Big Bash. A slightly reviewed season coming up as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, and we've got the coach on the line, Dizzy Gillespie. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
No worries. Hey, mate, before we get on to the Strikers and the season coming up, just a quick summary up to Christmas for the Redbacks. How would you describe? We had Ryan Harris on the other day and we were talking about what we see as improvements and what we see that we can still work on. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, look, we have certainly made significant improvements. We're the best performed bowling attack in the country after 6 rounds of Shield.
So, yeah, he took credit for that. Yeah, he did.
That's a real feather in our cap.
It is.
Considering a couple of years ago we probably were the 6th best performing team out of 6 states. So that's a real feather in our cap. We're catching really well, particularly behind the wicket, and we are leading that in the country, percentages of opportunities taken. So, and that's been a real focus area probably the last couple of years, has been improving our behind the wicket catching. Certainly in Shield cricket, we've made a few. We've had a few players score centuries. I think we've got 5 centuries this season in the Shield. But the areas of improvement, I suppose, are our top order batting. We probably need a little bit more. We've just found ourselves in a bit of strife in the majority of our innings that we've played, and we've had our middle and lower order bail us out, and so that's certainly something we need to improve on.
Good summary, mate. Last 2 losses, 2 wickets against WA in a thriller, 23 runs to the Vicks. They were really heartbreaking. Just take one of those before Christmas and you'd say you're in a good spot.
Yeah, most certainly. We're disappointed we haven't won 4 or 5 games, to be honest. I think we've been in games, we've competed well. We're playing for results. We've played 6 Shield games and there's been 6 results. So while we've been on the wrong side of 4 of them, we are playing aggressive cricket, entertaining cricket. We just need to make sure that when those opportunities come and those moments in games that, when the game's in the balance, that we're taking those opportunities and keep driving the game forward. And while we've done that on a number of occasions, Probably too many occasions we've let an advantage slip, and there's certainly areas to improve.
Yeah, certainly a growth year we've got after Christmas to enjoy. Diz, let's turn our attention to the strikers. Let's start with Rashid Khan. When did you know? How did you know? How disappointed? Have we got coverage? I know we've got David Payne. Just talk us through the ins and outs of that.
Yeah, so we were made aware quite a while back. I've known Rash's agent for a number of years. He's based in the UK, so we've been in constant communication. Tim Nielsen and I knew that Rashid had this back issue that probably needed attention. He was going to London to see a specialist, and the specialists recommended that he needed surgery. So we were aware a while out that before it actually happened that it could be a possibility. So we were looking at potential replacements, and when you look at replacements, it's, everyone would just say, just get this person or just get that person. Replacements have to have been nominated in the draft previously. You want to find, if you're going for like, that has to be someone that's not only good enough but available. And we looked at our list and we decided that we were covered with slow bowling, spin bowling. So we looked at what other areas could we identify. In the draft, we identified middle order and late order hitting, all-rounders, which we covered with Jamie Overton, and then middle order batting in Adam Hose. So we ticked those off. But what else could we bring into the mix? And David Payne was available. He obviously played at the Scorchers last year, got 10 wickets in 6 games and bowled very well. Swings the ball up front, very experienced bowler, and we thought that would complement our bowling lineup, our team very well. And that was crucially, he's available for the whole group stage and finals. So that probably tipped it in his favour.
Yeah. So it's not exactly going to be spin to win anymore for us, is it?
Well, we actually have 4 spin options in our squad. Rowey, we've got obviously Cameron Boyce, Ben Menenti. We've got Darcy Short and Matt Short, who's bowled really well.
Opened, in fact,
times in the last number of years. So we're really happy with our options for spin, and now we've got plenty of options, plenty of seam options as well.
Travis Head and Alex Carey, how much will we see of them at strikers level?
We're not expecting to see a lot of them, Timmy, but hopefully there'll be a couple of opportunities where we may be able to utilise their services. We've got to marry that up with as well. Certainly it'd be difficult to get them the day after a test match, for instance. Especially if that's a fly to the other side of the country.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait to see and get direction from the Australian selectors. In an ideal world, you love having your Australian players playing, but as much as we like that, sometimes it simply isn't possible.
I think Trav likes New Year's Eve. Hey, mate, I was going to ask you, how do you now change as coach, coming from redbacks to strikers? I would imagine your regular week changes significantly with what you do with them.
Yeah, it certainly does, and we've still got decisions to make. There's still selection. We've got a second 11 side that's being released today. That's going to be played while the Big Bash is on. So I'm, as selector of one of the selectors of the Redbacks, it's my responsibility to be involved in that. We've got an at-home group that we have Mark Cosgrove leads that. So the guys that aren't involved in any BBL franchises are still obviously Redback cricketers, still playing club cricket, and there's still opportunities to train. And so Mark, who's our second 11 coach, he leads that along with Steve Stubbings, our batting coach. So that, and I keep in touch with these guys. My focus is predominantly strikers at this time of the year, head coach. But I dip in and check in on the at-home group and make sure everything's going well. But yeah, the focus now shifts to the franchise and how we can go about this T20 comp.
Diz, I reckon you'd have looked with a bit of pride how Trav Head handled himself, especially in that final, won it off his own bat. Couple of questions on the back of that. Yes, you are proud. We are. We love the bloke. Has he thawed out, so to speak? Has he? Has he given that liver a little bit of a rest? Is he home? Where is he? Has he been sighted? Has he had a shave? Has he reintroduced himself to the players and his wife? And how is the lad?
Well, he's just finished the T20 series. He's been over there for that. So he'll just come home, have a couple of days at R&R, and then get ready, head to Perth to prepare for the Test match. So been in contact with him. Haven't seen him because the lads are just coming back from India.
Good on him
at the moment. So, but look, Trav is very invested in everything Redbacks and strikers. I get constant messages from him whenever he's in the state or overseas, and just checking in on the boys, phone calls. He's all over it. He absolutely loves it. But it's important for him to focus on his stuff, which is the Australian cricket team. And he certainly thawed out. There's no doubt he enjoyed it. I'm getting some messages from him well into the evening after they won that final, and him enjoying himself, and all the Aussie boys enjoying themselves. So they thoroughly deserved that. It was a wonderful series, and to win in India against India is just an unbelievable achievement, and all of Australia should be incredibly proud of our Australian team.
And talking about drawing inspiration, our WBBL strikers girls back to back. Talk about sightings. Have you seen any of those around town?
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of staff. We saw today, we had a strikers content day mail program. We had a big photo with all the players and coaching staff and all the office staff at the SACA, and there's still some slow-moving office staff, I can assure you. Everyone's celebrated pretty hard. Haven't seen many of the girls, the players.
The winners.
The winners, they're lying pretty low. I think I actually saw Georgia Adams today. I had a quick chat to her, asked how her head was, and she said, I'm fine, but gee, these Aussie girls, they know how to party. They've particularly enjoyed themselves, and full credit to them. They thoroughly deserved that. It was a wonderful spectacle. Managed to get down there myself and watch the game and support the team, and it was just great to see the girls come away with that win.
Good stuff, Dizzy. All the best in Saturday's first round of the BBL, mate. Hope you go well.
Thanks, guys. As always, love your support. Thank you.
Brilliant. Dizzy Gillespie, the Redbacks and Strikers coach, and all the best on Saturday.
You know it's summer when they start.
Yeah.
I now feel, right, this Saturday, Strikers are back, it's summer.
And you get a 30-degree day. Hooray.
Well, yes, hooray. 20 minutes past 5. Well, the reason I was a little bit paused or taken aback or
ready to go,
slow to the dance there, and it sounded as if my mind was elsewhere. Well, it was.
Oh, okay.
After the break, I've got massive news on the member-elect nominations, which close tomorrow for the Port Adelaide Footy Club.
Have you?
We thought the club might try and angle to get someone up against Warren Gary Treadrain.
You don't know that.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
You don't
but
know that. You're speculating.
I'm speculating, but you'd think that'd be a play that Koshy would do.
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, I'm not asking. I'm just making outlandish comments.
It did sound like that.
Yeah, very outlandish. Well, I can reveal the name after the break of who's going to be up against Treaders when the members-elect nominations close tomorrow. I'll give you a clue, Timmy.
Well, if it closes tomorrow, surely everybody's got a closing time, like 5 p.m.
Yeah, well, you can put your name up by close of play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Close of play tomorrow, Tim Ginniver. Close of play tomorrow, Stephen Rowe. I'm a member now.
Okay.
I can do it. Don't worry about that. And I'll give you the name.
Okay, thank you.
I'll give you a clue. He's a 7-time.
Oh, there you go. There's
and it's not you.
Bit of similarity.
There's a bit of similarity.
Oh, yeah.
Give you another clue.
Yeah.
He was on the board previously.
All right. George Piarchi.
There's a couple of people that could be. But anyway, I'll let you know that after the break, so stay with us. Now, Jason Gillespie was brought to us and will be through the summer of cricket by Budget Car and Truck Rental. Call 132727. We're interactive. We love your calls. Plenty of giveaways. Time now for our local traffic. Visit the Paradise Hotel and experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar. Book now.
Afternoon, crash to look out for at Rowey, Kings Road near Whites Road. Another collision at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive. At Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. The closure is in place from Regency Road to the Port River Expressway interchange. Slow and detours in place there too. Cameras, Lander Road, Trott Park and Main North Road at Blakeview. Dan Murphy's don't match. They beat prices like Royal Salute 21-year-old Scotch whisky, 700ml, just $189 for My Dan's members. Ends Wednesday. Choose to drink wise. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Kirkbrite Seafood. When you buy your Christmas seafood from Kirkbrite Seafood, you're as good as buying it straight off the boat. Keep listening for more great gift ideas. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
If you need to fix your pipes, call Precise. Call Precise. If your toilet's blocking up, call Precise. Call Precise. If your lights aren't turning on, or your hot water is gone, or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Precise.
Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Call 1300 700 200. That's 1300 700 200. Precise Plumbing and Electrical. Local and experienced trade specialists.
Or a plumber or an electrician, call Precise. Call Precise.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years, the Lynn Andrews team have made it easy for landlords to manage residential and commercial property. From single homes to multiple commercial holdings, our passion for property investment means we have a great deal of knowledge. How to do it safely and properly, matching the right tenant with the right property every time. We're here to help you. Visit lynandrews.com.au.
Now, Rowey, you've heard us talk about this before. It's always exciting to do so. But it wasn't enough that Matty B wanted to make the best pies and sausage rolls in the world. He also wanted to make the best donuts in the world.
Wow!
And he wanted to call them unique. And, you know, we've had them in here.
Yeah.
We've had them piled up on each other. It's been amazing.
My record's 3 in a show.
When Campo came on, the smell was just unbelievable. So the idea came to Matty after flying off a spinny thing at the playground. He hit his head on Mrs. McNally's fence.
Mrs. McNally's.
There you go.
She was wearing a kilt as well. One of those things that got checkers on them. When Matty B came to, he pledged that if he survived this playground incident, I got a feeling Matty B's special.
Oh, definitely.
Like special. Not, you know.
Unique talent.
Just unique.
Unique.
He's going to make the best donuts in the world, and then he would call them, because when he hit his head, unique.
It came to him.
Unique.
Like that. Some call it a vision. The doctors called it concussion. But true to his word, many years later, Matty B kept his promise.
I heard Mrs. McNally tried to give him mouth-to-mouth.
Yeah, and it didn't happen.
Oh, big red lipstick all over him. Get your unique donut. Get your unique donuts, along with unique pies and sausage rolls. I do love their pepper pies at local independent supermarkets or wherever awesome food is sold. Unique. It's time for something better.
G'day everyone, Cornsey here. Now, I know a great team and I see one, and the South Australian hydraulic team I rate the highest is BL Shipway. I've known them for a long time. David Shipway is one of the best blokes you'll ever meet. BL Shipway, they've been looking after your hydraulic and pneumatic needs since 1953 with brands like Ryco, Rexroth, Enerpac, Hydac, Oilpath, EasyFit and many more. And if you can't get to them, they'll send a Ryco 24/7 van to you anytime, anywhere. blshipway.com.au, a South Australian team you can count on.
I'm Brett Buckley from Ray White Business Sales. We buy and sell businesses for people. When we looked at the different marketing channels that were available to us, we chose radio because it is more personal. From there, we looked at the different stations that were available and our target market. 5AA was the perfect fit for us. More importantly, the way 5AA engaged with us allowed us to create the advertisements that we wanted to reach our target market in the best way and present our business in the best way. And working with 5AA, particularly our representative Emma, and the team at 5AA has been an enjoyable process.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, welcome back. Just before for the 5:30 headlines, you teased us.
Well, I did.
earlier.
I did purchase a Port membership so I could, possibly vote at the Port's members-elect board ballot. It closes nominations tomorrow on the back of our very own Warren Gary Treadray nominating himself last week.
Like
well, today can be revealed that 7-time premiership player, he'd be a club great, he's a ripper, ex-teammate of mine actually, Bruce Abernathy, is believed to be interested in sitting for a spot on the club board. It'll be his second coming because he was on the board, 11 years ago?
Yeah, he's done it before.
I think when Koshy got parachuted in, he got punted.
Oh, I don't know about that. I can't remember the circumstances of Bruce coming off the board. I can't
What do you
remember.
think? You're a Port man?
Well, if he wants to go on it, you can nominate. Go for it. But
Pick one, Tritters or Abba.
Oh, not doing that.
No.
No, that's unfair.
Why?
Both the premiership teammates of mine.
You've got to vote.
Yeah, I know, I do. And like I said to you, you don't know who I vote for anything. So
Well,
I'm not telling you on this either.
I've got to vote. I'm voting Tritters.
Yeah, good. That's why you're a
Abba's
member.
had his turn. Abba's been on it.
That's why you're a member.
Yeah, well, I am.
There you go.
It just doesn't
You get
ring
your
right,
choice.
does it?
No, it doesn't.
I reckon Koshy, God, he'd be, oh, God. Would he be having kittens over this?
Well, whichever way it falls.
From afar, history will tell you he doesn't want either.
He was on Brecky last week, and he said that they'd had expressions of interest up to 20.
11, yep.
And that everybody who's, gets, they've still got to get approved by the board as far as being able to run.
Mm-hmm.
So then when that happens, then they'll have those all locked away by probably close of business tomorrow. And then they'll, at some stage, release those nominees and then allow everybody to assess them and then vote on them.
So you were very hard on me before the break saying that the club would have canvassed Abba for that position. That is not true.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Not true.
You can't, He would be putting his hand up if he's interested in it.
Okay, out of the blue, Abba puts his hand up. Hello, Kay.
Hi, darling, how are you?
Who would you love to have a beer with?
Christmas beer.
Well, I'm not fussy these days because I'd like to go with you and Timmy.
Okay. We can arrange that. And you know what?
And you've got my number there.
Kay,
you don't have to be fussy, Kay.
I've still got to get out to
And your
a 70.
sense of humour and mine. And as for these dickheads worrying about the bloody trees, send them over to Gaza or Israel. They might have something to bloody grizzle about then.
Tell you what, Kay, you are cut from my loaf. You're a sheet on my blanket. That's the word. You're a sheet on my blanket. What?
What that is.
Kay, well done. Thank you. It's on the back of we opened the show. Warner, Kyrgios or Tomic. Pick one. Have a beer.
Christmas time to go and have
Or pick who you want.
A sherry.
Kay, pick you and I.
Maybe a sherry instead. Let's go to Mark at Little Hampton.
She'd be
Mark.
fun, Kay. Bet you she's got her own
G'day, guys.
chainsaw too.
How you going?
Good,
Look,
buddy.
G'day, Mark.
We're going to start off, Rowey, with I took my granddaughters to the cricket on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there at about the 10th over of the opposition, I can't remember their name now, batting, and they were getting cold. Yeah, they were getting cold, and I said, all right, come on, let's go. They're not going to win anyway. And I listened to us win in the car driving home. So I reversed the curse again, Rowey.
Oh, well done.
Mark
well
and I.
done, Mark.
We're the reverse of curses.
So anyway, I was thinking it'd be nice to sit down with two people, and I thought I'd like to see Kane Corns and Tex Walker opposite each other and just be sitting in the middle of it. Or even Koshy or Treadray and sit in the middle of that.
That'd be a good one.
But if I had to pick one person, I'd like to sit with Kerry O'Keefe.
Yes. Yeah,
I
he'd
reckon
be
I'd
fun.
just split my sides laughing all night. I wouldn't have to say anything.
No.
He'd just tell me the stupid stories I hear on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, Mark, well done. He would be an absolute ripper.
Good call there. Absolutely. Hey, give us a call now, 82230055, because if you'd like to win a Frederick Street Finest hamper ahead of Christmas, that's your chance to do it. So give us a call now, 82230055. The Frederick Street Finest hamper. Now, you've got to look for it. It's the fancy blue packet at your local Drake supermarket. They're devoted to excellence.
They are
The
absolutely...
5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. Oakton whistleblower Stuart Johnston and his adult son have appeared in court, both charged with possessing child exploitation material. He says the charge is not as it seems. The Reserve Bank has left rates on hold today following its final meeting of the year. A woman in her 70s has died on a Great Barrier Reef near Cairns during a snorkelling tour, and in sport, Hugh Davies has signed a 2-year contract extension with FIVEAA. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
A couple of bingles to look out for on the drive home. One at Rowey, that's Kings Road near Whites Road. Another one at Smithfield, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive. And at Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident that's causing headaches this afternoon. With closures in place from Regency Road to the Porter Expressway interchange. Really heavy delays on the Salisbury Highway and the Porter Expressway. Look out for detours. Cameras Henley Road, Brunella and Perling Avenue at Edinburgh. This Christmas, it's a celebration of Audi, with 12 exciting offers across a range of models. At your Audi dealer until December 24. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA weather, partly cloudy tonight down to 15, partly cloudy tomorrow 31. Right now it's 25. We'll have more news at 6 and as it happens on 5AA.
5AA Breakfast. The judge, when he was sentenced in 2016, called him a danger to the Australian community. And guess what's happened 3 weeks after this guy's been released from detention?
Informing Adelaide.
We've had these pat reassurances from the local police minister. Don't worry, these people are going to be monitored. Well, we now know this guy allegedly did all this while he was wearing an ankle bracelet. So what sort of flimsy reassurances are they?
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Each week, IGA checks and matches the regular prices of the Big Two on hundreds of essentials.
Like IGA ham, whole and half hams, bone in, $8 per kilo, price matched.
We checked, we matched, you won't pay more.
Offer available till stocks last. Participating stores only. See website for full terms.
There's naughty or nice, stunning and stylish, or tasty and tasteful. Merry Christmas, folks. I'm Brett Charlesworth, and they're just 3 of the eye-popping Christmas gifts we make for you at Charlesworth Nuts. They're all overflowing with our amazing nuts and chocolates and made with great pride by our talented South Aussie team. With 100 different gift boxes, packs and hampers, there is literally something for everyone. You simply can't go wrong. 11 family-owned stores or shop online. Why Charlesworth? Because fresh nuts taste better.
Nothing like fresh nuts, Timmy.
Oh,
they do taste better. Anything with salt in it, I eat. One of the best ways to see our beautiful country is through the windscreen of your four-wheel drive. But if you want to get there, you want to be TJM equipped.
That's correct. I mean, South Australians love this beautiful country of ours, and they get out and they've been out and about in their four-wheel drives, getting a taste for it. And once you do, you don't want to go back.
No. So the family behind TJMSA, Italo and his wife and family, they're brilliant. For over 10 years they've been doing it. They purchased it back in 2012. But TJM has been keeping SA's wheels turning off-road since 1990. Australian-made, premium quality, top-notch for our conditions.
That's right. And
don't go anywhere else.
It's got to be tough, mate. It's got to be quality, and that's what they're about. Safety and comfort as well, always a priority. They got bull bars, suspension, snorkels, camping gear, roof racks, driving lights. I'll tell you, what they haven't got, not worth having.
No, they got it all. Now, you've got to check out their newly renovated showroom with brand new display and product at Australia's #1 TJM store. It's in Nailsworth. How lucky are we?
Well,
God, it looks good.
You can visit TJM in Nailsworth. You can visit them in Clovelly Park. They're the major sponsor of tonight's Ned McHenry and Stephen Rowe fishing show at 6:30 tonight.
Today I'm talking to Tracy, who is one of Arbor Vitae's many happy customers. Hi, Tracy.
Hello, Lee.
When did you start taking Arbor Vitae and what for?
I'm a cake maker by trade and suffered with sore hands for years, which is a common issue for my fellow bakers. They know how debilitating it is. A friend suggested I tried Arbor Vitae, and I can't believe how well it's worked for me.
What benefits have you noticed from Arbor Vitae?
It was after my second bottle that I noticed the difference. My pain has all but disappeared. It's like a magic potion. I'm able to work with no pain. No stretch of the truth. It's worked so well for me.
It's wonderful to hear how much of a positive impact it has had on your life. Thank you for your time, Tracy. Arbor Vitae is an easy-to-take daily supplement that may help manage some of the most common health disorders caused by inflammation. Arbor Vitae health supplements are now available at Chemist Warehouse, Australia's cheapest chemist. Visit arborvitae.com.au. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Up against Kyle Walker. Kulusevski! It's another equaliser! 20 seconds to go of normal time. The belief of this Tottenham team.
Oh, the World Game, well, it's in full flight. We know that. Champions League, A-League, Premier League, talking all things soccer. Former Socceroo and Fox Sports footy expert, Robbie Slater. Robbie, welcome.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, that's a pretty good segue, Kulusevski there with a dramatic equaliser for Spurs at Manchester City. Probably the hardest place to go in club football in the world.
It was a 6-goal thriller. It was just unbelievable. I mean, Ange he instills belief, doesn't he?
Look, he does, and I think, that's why they get something out of a game where they were, facing it, where they were pretty much for most of the game outplayed. First half, City really, as Ange said in his post-match press conference, I mean, City should have put the game to bed. It didn't, and Spurs got better in the second half. I would love to have put on the wall in the half-time chat. I reckon Ange would have got pretty angry, as he can, in a measured way, because Tottenham just weren't being the way Ange wants them to be in that first half. They were timid, they were shy, they were playing the occasion, and they came out the second half and got better. And look, to snatch that equaliser, they had 3 losses on the bounce. But that point will feel like a win because out of all the games that you probably looked at after losing 3 on the bounce, you probably thought, wow, there's a big chance you're going to Man City. There's a big chance you're going to go 4. But credit to him and his team, they showed the belief needed to go and grab a point.
Man City managers Pep Guardiola, if he's not one of the best, he'd be close to the podium. God, he's have a love affair with Ange. He loves him, doesn't he? He said he's better for his arrival to the Premier League. And he's right, Robbie.
He is, and it's not bad when you, talking about you like that. And he has. He's been a breath of fresh air. He's just so honest. And you see in his press conferences, he answers the questions, and doesn't, look like he doesn't want to be there. He just, answers what comes, and, he's got a good sense of humour as well with the press there. I think they really, they do. It's not probably. They've really, loved his arrival in England, and, with 3 losses on the bounce, and, they were in those 3 games, but this one will certainly reset their confidence. They'll look forward to 2 home games now against West Ham and then which is a London derby, of course, and then they'll have Newcastle. So 2 home games in a row. Of course, not White Hart Lane. Disregard that. That's when I was there, which was a long time ago. But it's a beautiful new stadium, and as I said, they'll be looking forward to 2 home games.
And Liverpool maintained second with a 4-3 victory over Fulham.
Yeah, look, I think there was more questions than answers coming out of this one. Fulham certainly out the force they were last season, conceding at home at Anfield 3 goals to Fulham, and really snatching victory when it looked like maybe a point at best. And Alexander-Arnold came up in the 88th minute. They're 3-2 down with 10 minutes to go, and they managed to grab as they quite often do at Anfield, a late winner from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was clearly man of the match. 2 goals from him. And, great win for Liverpool. But, as I said, defensively, conceding 3 at home to Fulham, makes you think that, they need a bit of work.
Hey, on to our Matildas. They had that friendly against Canada, and we know that they went in with a young squad. What did you make of the 5? I made a prediction on Friday. I thought we'd lose 3-zip, but 5-zip was a bit nasty.
Yeah, it was a bit nasty, and Canada were much stronger, much more experienced than us, and it was. Look, I think it was a strange decision to go with a completely inexperienced side. You 11 sitting on the bench. I think when you're going to play players, and give them their first cap, or players that are inexperienced. You know, there was only a collection of 15 caps out there for the midfielders. I think you sprinkle, you know, quite a few experienced players to help those players through, because I don't think that did any of the, you know, the girls that aren't in the first 11, I don't think it did them any favours for their confidence. And unsurprising. I mean, in some respects, you know, you got to realise where you are. You're playing Canada, reigning Olympic champion in Canada. So, you know, I get what he's trying to do. I just think it was the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah. Got our second friendly tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. our time, Adelaide time. It'll be in Vancouver on 10. Look forward to that. Mate Gus, Tony Gustafsson, he's got other nations knocking at his door.
Yeah,
Robbie,
I think he wants out.
Yeah, I reckon he does. It smells that way, looks that way, it is that way, Robbie.
That's right. That's, you know, when it smells and looks that way, it usually is that way. And, you know, he was asked a question a few days ago whether he would commit to the Matildas, you know, and he wouldn't. He just wouldn't. He just said, no, we're concentrating on this and the Olympics. And look, he was heavily linked, and he wanted the American job, which he missed out on. And he's been linked to the Swedish men's job. So, yeah, look, there's no disgrace that if he wants out, he wants out. You know, but let us know, and we can move on. But, you know, I think, you know, tomorrow's an important game in the road to Paris, on the road to Paris, because, you know, we'll be one of the favourites for medals. And, you know, when we look back at the World Cup and the amazing experience it was, and it was, there's no doubt, but you can't hide from the fact that it ended in disappointment.
We finished fourth. We finished
fourth.
That's
right. And, you know, we got to the semi-final, and we lost, and we deservedly lost to a better England side. And then we lost in the third and fourth playoff that, you know, desperately wanted to win. Even the quarter-final against France with Courtney Vine penalties that got us through there. So, you know, I just think that the team needs some confidence, and hopefully in this second game against Canada, they're going to regain a bit of that. Of course, Sam Kerr's not there, which is always a blow. And, you know, that World Cup was, although she scored an amazing goal, one of the goals of the tournament, I don't know, it might have been goal of the tournament. Yeah. You know, we missed her, you know. Yeah. And, you know, we're going to have to see what Tony Gustafsson's going to do with the team tomorrow, and more importantly, as we just touched on, going forward.
Yeah, I think Tony Gustafsson and Eddie Jones have been drinking the same bathwater. Robbie, who's the succession plan? Who's next?
No idea. No, I don't think they've really thought of that. I mean, of course, within the FIVEAA, I'd say they had some ideas. But as far as, you know, me looking at it, I really can't see anyone that stands out at the moment. But it's a good job. It's a job that will be well looked at and wanted by some candidates. I mean, of course, we've gone overseas with Gustafsson. Do we go for someone at home, an Australian coach? We'll just have to wait to see. Or will Tony Gustafsson not get the jobs he wants around the world and maybe stay?
Yeah, good call. Hey, Robbie, love your work, mate. Thanks for your time.
No, love it, guys. Cheers. Have a good one.
He's a ripper, shoots from the hip. Former Socceree, he's a ripper too. Fox footy expert. Elsewhere, Newcastle defeated Man United in all sorts. Their struggles continue. Chelsea defeated Brighton 3-2. They sit in 10th spot. We've got your calls. Lines available. 8223 0000. We're having fun with that. Just a little bit of a topic. If you're going to have a Chrissy beer and a snitty, you got a half hour and a lunch break. Who are you taking? Warner, Tomic or Kyrgios? We'll do what I do. Pick someone else.
Pick someone else. You did. Dawn Fraser was a good call too. I liked it.
Hey, let's check our traffic. Visit the Paradise Hotel. Experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar. Book now.
At Paralawi, crash there, Kings Road near Whites Road. Smithfield, another collision, Curtis Road near Douglas Drive. And Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. The closures in place from Regency Road to the Porter Expressway interchange. Really solid delays across the Salisbury Highway. Avoid if you can today. Cameras, Heaslip, Right Angle Vale and Hillier Road at Ranella. The Adelaide Strikers are taking on the Brisbane Heat this Saturday, the 9th of December at the Adelaide Oval. Don't miss a moment of the action. Search Strikers BBL tickets to secure your seats now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Gelista Gelati. It's indulgence in a jar and perfect for all your festive feasts. Go to gelista.com.au for stockist locations. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Everyone at the back, please. Sitting quietly, please. In a circle, thank you. Today we're going to talk about what we'd like to be when we grow up.
A police girl. Race car driver. I want to be a gymnast. I want to be a concreter. With Adelaide exposed concrete. I want to be a concreter too. Me too.
AdelaideExposedConcrete.com.au. Best on ground all year round.
What's a concreter?
Mawson Lakes Mazda's 2023 Play Clearance Sale is on now. Discover amazing deals across the entire range, including free on-road costs on all cars. That's right, free on-road costs across the entire Mazda range. Hurry in to find your perfect model and colour. The sooner you get to the showroom, the better your chance of scoring your dream car. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city, Salisbury Highway.
Aussie Christmas is all about the great outdoors. It's barbecues, it's backyard cricket, it's the days by the pool. So why not get the gift of great outdoor furniture and home decor from Rosino? Out the door of furniture.
Yes.
Why did I say it like that?
I don't know, but I'll continue on. Rosino don't sell boring outdoor furniture or decor. That's why. You didn't want to make it boring. They offer the designer look without the price tag. It means you don't have to spend the earth to get the good stuff. Now, whether it's outdoor lounges, extra dining chairs for Christmas Day, ceramic pots starting at just $8, bargain. They have those egg chairs too that you would see back in the 60s, really cool. Outdoor cushions, rugs, vases, artwork. Perfect and unique Christmas gifts. So, to make any space comfortable and stylish, remember, with Rosino Outdoor Furniture, you're getting a designer look and exceptional quality made to last.
Gee, there, a lot of boxes ticked there.
A lot of boxes.
Jump online to find some fantastic deals just in time for Christmas and razz up your Christmas shopping with Rosino Outdoor Furniture. Visit rosinofurniture.com.au or call into their showroom. See it on display at Ashwin Parade, Torrensville.
This festive season, make your merry meaningful at Maya with a huge range of beauty and fragrance gift sets and JBL Tune wireless headphones now $49.95. Limited time subject to availability. Exclusions and conditions apply.
Maya, my store.
With energy prices continuing to soar, Solar Heart is helping smart Australians soak up more sunshine, store more energy, and save more money on every bill. And right now, you can save up to $750 on Solar Heart solar power systems. The bigger the system, the bigger the saving. But with government incentives set to reduce, it pays to get in quick. Don't settle for soaring energy prices. Get smart. Get Solar Heart. Terms and conditions apply.
Just so we're clear, when your partner says they want a cat for Christmas, they're not talking about getting a little... They want 2.5 tons of cat forklift. The Cat Forklift Christmas sale is on now. Get the toughest in market 2.5 ton cat forklift for just $29,990 plus GST. Hurry, stock is limited. Visit unitedequipment.com.au.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Okie dokie, we're going to have some fun, Timmy. Oh, welcome back. I know I just cut your lunch there. It is 10 minutes to 6. First two callers through now, 8223 0055. Simple as this. First two callers through. Your name will be your buzzer. It's a simple quiz. Timmy's the quiz master. You get it right, you and a cobber, you and a friend, you and David Warner, or you and Bernard Tomic, or you and Nick Kyrgios, who you want to have a snitty and a beer with. You will take them into the 5AA Lounge and you will watch the Adelaide Strikers take on the Brisbane Heat this Saturday. You know it's Christmas.
It's a great place
when
to
the
watch
Strikers is back.
Oh, here.
First two callers, 8223 0000. It'll be a simple little question.
Yep.
Couldn't possibly get it wrong.
No. Just got to
You
be quick
get in
on
like
your
this,
buzzer.
just go kabang!
Quick on your buzzer.
And then
just
you're
make
in.
sure you do that. Okay, who are our two contestants?
Well, we're getting them up, but you
want to
do that
I've
first.
got a little news. You know, you
Yes,
had
please.
breaking news.
I did.
I got breaking news as well. So Basketball Australia have posted this. DJ Vasiljevic.
Oh, DJ, yeah.
Our
new
star recruit. He made comments in an interview post the Adelaide 36ers and New Zealand Breakers game regarding the officiating. We would call that umpiring in our game.
Yeah.
The comments did not go to air. However, Basketball Australia is reviewing the comments to determine if he is in breach of the BA Code of Conduct.
Oh, no.
No more
That's a
information
fine.
will be released at this time. And I love the response that somebody's come up with. They said, well, maybe you need to look into why these comments are being made.
There you go.
That's a cracker.
That's a good call. Let's go to Colonel Light Gardens. Hello, Dazza.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Your name's your buzzer. Gives a Darren.
Darren.
Darren, well done. Go to Port and Lunga. Hello, Brian.
How you going?
Brian, you want to give us a buzzer?
Yeah, I'll go Bazza.
Bazza.
All right.
Brian.
So we got
Now, I'm going to hand you over, Darren and Brian. Your name's
Yep.
Buzzer. A simple question. First through, you will win the 5AA Lounge tickets for the Adelaide Strikers opening game. Here's Timmy.
Okay, boys. Fingers on buzzers. Question is, who do the Adelaide Strikers play this Saturday night in round one?
3.
Bazza.
Oh, Bazza.
Yes.
I think we play Sydney.
Oh, no, Bazza. You've got a free hit,
That's
Darren.
incorrect. Darren, you've got a free hit.
I only mentioned it 3 times in the lead up to this little
I've only
quiz.
just turned the radio on.
Yeah, I think
Well, Darren,
I'll have a guess at Melbourne Stars.
No, okay. So here's the second question.
Okay.
Timmy, name the bowler, the new bowler, the one that do that.
No.
Oh, you do whatever
I've
you
got
want.
this one.
All right, here we go.
Which team did the WBBL Adelaide Strikers defeat in the grand final Saturday night?
Bazza.
Bazza?
The Heat.
Yes, and it happens to be the same team that
And we're playing the Heat Saturday night, Bazza. So congratulations. You are going to the 5AA Lounge.
Well done, mate.
Thank
Stay
you.
on the line. Great work.
Thanks,
Sorry
boys.
about that, Daz. 5AA Lounge, your Adelaide Strikers, they take on Brisbane Heat. It is on the 9th of December. Can you believe it's the 9th of December?
Yeah.
6:45. It'll be at Adelaide Oval, under the lights. Get your tickets now, adelaidestrikers.com.au.
Well played.
Now, just on the
Yes.
back of our topic today, you said, look, if I had to pick one, it is going to be Nick Kyrgios. And I get that.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot of times misunderstood. Now, I didn't want any of them.
I think he misunderstands himself.
So I picked, yeah, he does. I picked Dawn. We haven't asked you, and we're getting a lot of texts. Who would you like to have a beer with, Timmy G?
Look, once upon a time, so a deceased one,
You can have-
and then a live one. Yeah,
You can do one of each.
I would
Why
love,
not?
after watching The Last Dance, I would love to have sat down with Michael Jordan and just spoken to him about his mentality. I just loved what I saw in that documentary about the way
He's
was
a
so,
winner, isn't he?
He was so ruthless on winning,
Okay.
and held such high standards on winning, and his teammates had to come with him.
Yeah.
And
And he was ruthless
and
on
I
them,
loved
wasn't
that.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would, if I was talking about the things I grew up with loving, Bjorn Borg intrigued me unbelievably.
Yeah.
And I used to think to myself, how does he keep so cool. Because I used to lose my temper quite a bit as a young man and was a sore loser. He just used to keep his head so cool.
Yep.
And that's why the partnership of him and McEnroe was so
Dynamic.
great to watch,
Yeah.
because you had this guy going ballistic down the other end who used it as a tool to drive him,
Yep.
and then you had the other guy staying as cool as a cucumber, which he used to control himself. So
Polar
the two
apart.
of them had a photo recently. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
They're still mates. They still catch up, and they just had a photo probably a month ago, and they catch up over in Sweden and just had this little photo together. And it was just so nice to see two of the
As
greats
good a
of the
rivalry,
game. Yeah.
as talented a players as has ever been in the game.
So I think if I was able to sit with those two and talk about that era,
That's a good one.
I would be over the moon.
That's a good one. 4 to 6. Let's go to Port Augusta. Hello, Johnny.
Hi, boys. The bloke I'd like to have a drink with, and it wouldn't be an alcoholic drink because drinking's overrated,
I've had a beard for 2 years, right, not missing at all.
Good on you,
which I
Johnny.
gave up earlier, which I gave up years ago.
I know, good man.
The bloke I'd have a soft drink would be with the Michael Jabble. Ian Jabble.
Oh, Ian.
Ian.
Chappelli. Well,
He could have a beer and I'll have a soft drink.
yeah,
Okay.
he'd be a character. I saw him. And you might want to try and catch this, Johnny. I think the ABC ran it. David Wenham, a very prominent Australian actor, and has been in movies all around the world. He actually has done this documentary where he does little conversations with people and goes back into ABC archive footage. He does one with Ian Chappell. So if you look up there's an app called iView, which does all ABC shows. If you look up in there and put David Wenham, that's Wenham, I think, then you will find the episodes and you'll find Ian Chappell. Watch it. It's very interesting. Goes right back to his childhood and everything. Yeah.
You go through Bradman?
Yes, it does.
Did you see that ad the other day, John, where they got Ian Chappell and Ian both of them in the same room?
They did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, wasn't that just...
Who did
There's
that?
no love lost there. There's no friendship there.
Who did that?
Oh, that was Frosty.
I've got to see that.
Haven't you seen it?
They haven't been in a room since Beefy chased him around the bar.
This is the first time. And they asked pertinent questions.
Wow.
And both of them in the end just got up.
Well, we have to get that.
Well, Ian Chappell called him a coward. And I thought both of them was going to get up and clock him.
In that
interview.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my. Hey, well done, Johnny. Great work. It's our 6 o'clock news. When we come back, we're going to talk all things Adelaide Giants. At 6:30, we've got the Ned McHenry Fishing Show, thanks to TJM.
Yes.
Now, Sam's on holiday, so I'm hosting. Now, Ned rang me a number of times today because he's a professional.
And you ignored him.
Well, I didn't ring him back because I'm too busy putting in windscreens. 2 minutes to 6.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
You don't have to head south to taste your way around McLaren Vale. Just head north to your pals. Sam and Jamie from Parafield Airport Liquor Store know every drop on the shelf. They can guide you through the McLaren Vale region all under one roof. Whether you're a weekend sommelier or just know you like reds, talk wine with your pals and they'll introduce you to their best McLaren Vale pals. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Pals, next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. For your chance to be South Australia's next millionaire, buy tickets for the St John Christmas Home Lottery. Go to stjohnlottery.com.au. Drake supermarkets have dropped prices across a range of Christmas favourites to make Christmas more affordable for you and your family. Drake supermarkets, ingredients for Christmas. 5AA, supporting local business.
When you're on more than one prescription, the dollars start to add up. At National Pharmacies, we give the full dollar back to our members on every PBS copay prescription at every store, every day. Because at National Pharmacies, we understand that every dollar counts.
The sun never retires, but we do, and power bill shock should retire with us. That's why Warner Close Retirement Living offers environmentally friendly units equipped with the latest solar panels at no cost to you. Their industry-leading smart solar system keeps energy bills as low as possible, today and into the future. Switch off power bill shock when you rent a retirement unit with Warner Close. Visit warnerclose.com.au. SA Community Owned.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Partly cloudy tonight, down to 15. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 31. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
Oakden whistleblower Stuart Johnston and his 25-year-old son have appeared in court, both charged with possessing child exploitation material. The pair were arrested in May. 2 phones were seized, allegedly containing images of child sexual abuse. He's told Seven the charge is not as it seems.
It's not as it seems. We've spent years uncovering terrible atrocities to people, and we've done a lot of work in uncovering a lot of corruption, and there's a lot of people who are quite happy that we didn't have to be silent. There's a lot more to the story, and it will come out. It will come out very soon.
He'll be back in court in January to answer the charge. A man is in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after a stabbing in the northern suburbs. Police and paramedics were called to Birmingham Drive at Craigmore around 2:15 this afternoon. They found the 19-year-old with stab wounds. The hunt for the suspects, who left the scene prior to police arrival, is continuing. Homeowners are breathing a sigh of relief after the Reserve Bank decided to keep interest rates on hold this month. Zach De Silva has more.
The RBA board has met for the last time this year, giving borrowers a Christmas present of sorts by keeping the official cash rate at 4.35% for December. In its statement, the Reserve Bank has acknowledged inflation is moderating, but it's worried it still remains on the high end and hasn't ruled out a rate increase next year. The RBA will examine further economic data over the coming weeks and early 2024 to see how the economy is coping. The board will meet again in February.
New migration rules will come into force by the end of this week, putting some detainees back into immigration detention. Almost 150 asylum seekers have been released into the community following a High Court ruling. The federal government has been scrambling to tighten current laws after 3 of the people allowed out re-offended. Opposition leader Peter Dutton will back the changes, but argues Labor has made a mess of the situation.
It's tragic and it's sad, but it also makes a lot of us angry that we're warning the government about this. It was avoidable. They just didn't take the steps necessary, and they've left the Australian public in a more unsafe position, and that's just unacceptable.
Brittany Higgins has told the federal court she'd go through a criminal trial again tomorrow, as she denied trying to ensure there wasn't a criminal retrial of Bruce Lehrmann. Court reporter Josh Bryant has more.
After 5 days in the witness box, Brittany Higgins has finished her evidence in the defamation case of Bruce Lehrmann. Mr Lehrmann denies sexually assaulting Miss Higgins in Parliament House in 2019 and is suing Network 10 and Lisa Wilkinson. In cross-examination, Miss Higgins categorically denied that her speech after the jury in the criminal trial was discharged was designed to blow up a retrial. It was also put to her that she had a lot to lose if the jury returned a not guilty verdict, to which she replied that she'd do it again tomorrow now that her mental health is in a better place. Miss Higgins also revealed in court she received $1.9 million in her personal injury settlement with the Commonwealth.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
Matilda's coach, Tony Gustafsson, is expecting a better performance from his side in tomorrow afternoon's second friendly against Canada. Australia was humbled 5-0 by the Olympic champions in their first encounter, having fielded a second-string side. Gustafsson says they've worked hard to turn things around.
A lot of small group sessions, sub-group meetings, individual meetings, and then 2 very good trainings, especially today. The intensity in our 11th side today and the focus on training today looked very sharp.
The Big Bash season kicks off on Thursday night. The Strikers' first game is Saturday against the Brisbane Heat. Coach Jason Gillespie has told Rowey and Timmy G, "We won't see much of Alex Carey and Travis Head."
We're not expecting to see a lot of them. Hopefully there'll be a couple of opportunities where we may be able to utilise their services. Certainly it'd be difficult to get them the day after a test match, for instance, especially if they have to fly to the other side of the country. We'll just wait to see and get direction from the Australian selectors.
That's sport. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
At Port Adelaide, look out for crash in Perkins Drive near Bedford Street. Wingfield, the north-south motorway is closed due to a police incident. The closure is in place from Regency Road to the Porter Expressway interchange. Heavy delays back to the Salisbury Highway. Avoid that if you can on the drive home. Slow going at Seaford. Got works there, Main South Road near Robinson Road, and a camera, Penfield Road at Penfield. Worried about ship insurance? Who offers great value cover you won't regret? Amy does. Before buying insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyomaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 15 tonight, partly cloudy tomorrow 31, Thursday partly cloudy 33, Friday a shower or 2 33. Right now it's 25 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight's headlines: police have held a guard of honour for slain officer Brevet Sergeant Jason Doig. An elderly Findon man charged with murdering his wife remains unconscious in hospital. And 2 hoons have been caught speeding more than 100 kilometres over the limit at Holden Hill. And don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
Introducing the 2023 World Performance Car of the Year, the Kia EV6 GT. 430 kilowatts of power and 740 newton meters of torque. With its unique Australian-tuned GT suspension and steering, the Kia EV6 exceeds all expectations. The Kia EV6 GT, the most powerful Kia ever built.
Kia, movement that inspires.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, 23 minutes away from the Ned McHenry Fishing Show, thanks to TJM.
Well, we're getting the band back together.
You
I'm
are.
hosting because Sam's away.
Which will be great.
He's got the minister in.
He has, Claire Scriven, so a lovely lady.
Thanks to
so that'll be
TJM.
good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Of course, you can catch us before that on the Foodland live stream, Facebook and YouTube. But we're about to get on to one of the stars of the Adelaide Giants. They're defending their Claxton Shield victory last year, and they're doing it very well. We welcome Liam Spence. G'day, Liam.
G'day, what's going on?
Hey, well, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm pretty happy with our defence so far. Top of the table, 9 wins, 3 losses. Going well, mate.
Oh, yeah, you and me both. We're happy with how the season's going on, and hopefully we just keep it rolling.
Now, the Sydney clashes, we won the first 2, they won the second 2. How did you describe what went down?
It was a well-fought 4 games, you know. Like, they went back and forward, and they just got the better of us in the last 2 games, but we're happy with how it went, and we think we kind of beat ourselves a little bit, and we think we'll be better off for it than the stretch.
And with some of the plays, looked like we got on top early, but the last 2 games, 1-5 and 2-6, those ones were a bit nasty.
Yeah. I mean, we want to score more. Our pitching's been doing unbelievable the whole season, and as bats, we just need to wake up a little bit and get the bats going a little bit, and we'll be fine. So we'll hit the practice field this week, get our swings in, and big games this weekend against the Melbourne Aces.
Yes.
Well, Liam, we're rapt to have you since arriving with a bit of hype. You won the Rookie of the Year for the ABL. You won a spot in the World Baseball Classic. Once you were picked from round 3, we won, the next 12 games. You are the King of Tennessee, Liam.
That's supposedly. That's what I keep hearing. I'll take it. It's not the worst place to be the king of.
So how'd you get that nickname?
I'll give all the credit to Jordan McArdle. He's a bit of a character, and he just came up with it. I guess he thinks that I deserve to be the king of Tennessee for whatever reason, and it's kind of stuck.
He's a character indeed, our skipper.
Well, have you ever been to Tennessee? I know you're at the Chicago Cubs prospect, but have you ever been there?
Yeah, I went to college there for 2 years
there
at the University of Tennessee.
There you go.
Sorry, I should have probably mentioned that, but yeah, I went to school there for 2 years.
Well, that gets you the king of Tennessee. What are they famous for? They got a famous whiskey or something, haven't they, Tennessee?
They got all the kind of whiskey you could think of out in Tennessee, but
Jack Daniels.
Peyton Manning, I don't know if you've ever heard of Peyton Manning. It's famous. Football quarterback. He went to that school, and he's a big icon for the University of Tennessee.
Well, there you go. Peyton Manning or Liam Spence. I'd go Liam Spence every day.
Yeah, me too.
hey, your brother Josh is the pitching coach was out there at 2019 to 22, yeah?
Yes, he was. He's a big reason why I decided to come out here.
Good on you.
So he spoke very highly of this area.
And you're a lad from Geelong. I mean, you've made Adelaide home. That's what I love about you, Liam.
Well, it's an easy place to make home. We got put in the city. I mean, I love the city vibes, and then you got the beach 20 minutes down the road. So, and then to top it off, the people and the baseball team, you can't beat it. So it's as good as it gets.
Okay. .260 batting average. You had a remarkable .379 on base percentage. You're a very gritty at bat. You can get bat to ball, Liam. That's a great talent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one that you want to have for sure when playing baseball. So I'm happy I work on it, and It's been treating me well so far, knock on wood, and just hopefully to keep it going.
You mentioned the skipper, Jordan McArdle. How's he going? Is he still keeping the room in order?
Yeah, J-Mac's in fine form. He's good for a hit whenever we need it, and he's great for team morale at all times. So it's a blessing to have him on the team.
What's his nickname?
You know what? He's got quite a few, so to pick one, I think it'd be unfair for him.
Oh, dear. I don't want to hear him. Hey, Anthony Kirion, of course, he's calling himself now the catch, isn't he? After last year's unbelievable catch behind the back.
Yeah, he keeps bringing it up. I'm kidding, but that was a pretty unbelievable catch.
It certainly was. But he too was very keen to get back here and play with the Giants once again after winning the Shield. He wanted to back it up, and I think that's a great sign for the way all you guys are gelling as a team.
Absolutely. We as soon as we all get together, the team chemistry just goes through the roof, and I got to give props to our coach Chris Adamson, as we call him Tank. He just does an unbelievable job at his job, and makes it fun to play for him, makes it easy for everybody to get along, and he's a big part of why our chemistry is the way it is.
Yeah. Round 4, we got the Melbourne Aces. That's at home. Home is West Beach. Love it out there. Does that start Thursday, Liam?
Yes, first game's Thursday, then Friday, then a doubleheader on Saturday.
Oh, great.
Well, mate, bring it home. Thanks for your time. You are the king of Tennessee.
Thank you very much.
Great work.
Thank you for having me.
Good man. Liam Spence there. Adelaide Giants, very popular young lad from Geelong, made Adelaide home. Since he arrived, he's been sensational.
Yeah, I think
it's a great day out, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you haven't been to West Beach, and certainly if you're in the Christmas spirit, they've got some really good hospitality packages. They've got this sort of almost like a decking that you can get up to and enjoy the games and get up there. Like a double header on Saturday would be awesome.
Yeah. Got a unique home-style food text. Most polarising Aussie sportsmen and women, Warner and Kyrgios and Thomas, you've been talking about.
Okay, yes.
Which we have. Would you have a beer with anyone? And I said no. Well, what about Liz Cambage? Anthony Mundine?
Oh, okay.
Jason Ackermanis?
Yeah, I've had one with him.
In SA, you got Treaders and Kane, and down the bottom, Rowe. You can be a flog sometimes. I mean, why would you send that? No name. Unique home. No name. Why would you send that?
Well, to be
How
fair,
can I be a flog?
Kay wanted to go and have a drink with you.
That's true.
True. So we've had a few.
So just until we go to the TJM, Ned McHenry fishing show, who are the most polarising Aussie sportsmen and women?
Yeah.
Do I get on the podium? Where does Timmy sit? What about Treaders? Can you beat Liz Cambage? Oh, she is fair dinkum. 82230000. We've got a $50 Powers voucher. Lines available.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Frederick Street Finest. Look for Frederick Street Finest in the fancy blue packet at your local Drake supermarket. Keep listening for more great gift ideas. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Mawson Lakes Mazda's 2023 Play Clearance Sale is on now. Discover amazing deals across the entire range, including free on-road costs on all cars. That's right, free on-road costs across the entire Mazda range. Hurry in to find your perfect model and colour. The sooner you get to the showroom, the better your chance of scoring your dream car. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city, Salisbury Highway.
Get your home ready for Christmas at Coles with 20% off Christmas decorations like fairy lights, baubles and tinsel, plus thousands of other specials every week. That's great value, hands down, at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday, excludes licensed collectibles.
Hi, Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. The festive season is a great time of year to relax, but it's also a great time to sell your home. Buyers aren't spending their break eating Christmas pudding. With a real shortage of stock, they're trying to secure their next property. Adelaide home values remain at an all-time high, growing by more than 7% over the past year. That means there's a great opportunity to achieve a premium result for your property. If you'd like to know how much your home might be worth in today's market, visit toop.com.au.
If you're constipated and struggling to poo, here's some great news. Introducing Caruso's Constipation Ease. Caruso's Constipation Ease is a new herbal and fibre combination containing cascara, yellow dock, fennel and green banana powder. These help to relieve constipation by making it easier for you to poo. So if you're struggling to poo and would like to poo more, why not try Caruso's Constipation Ease? Caruso's Constipation Ease is available from leading pharmacies and health stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Ruby has worked hard this year at school, but poverty has caused her to fall behind. It's time to give Ruby the support all children need. Change the life of a child this Christmas. Donate to the Smith family today.
Did you find a builder for your odd-shaped block?
No, not yet.
Have you talked to Rossdale?
No. Should I?
Yeah, you should. They're the difficult site specialists. They did a free site inspection for Sarah when she was building, before they'd even bought the land. They told her what she needed to know about the block, which saved her time and money in the end.
Get a Rossdale Homes free site inspection before you build. There's no cost and no obligation. Rossdale Homes, because trust is a must.
Fancy a wine? You'll find a huge hand-picked selection at your local independent SA family liquor store, FIVEAA. Or if you fancy a beer, you'll find the very best local, imported and craft beer at FIVEAA too. But if you fancy spirits, you'll find whiskies, gins and liquors for all tastes at FIVEAA. And you'll find friendly service and advice too. Whatever you fancy, you'll find it at FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor stores for over 45 years.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Yeah, welcome back. 6:18 on your radio dial. You got Timmy G and
You've
Rowey.
been busting to say that, haven't you? That's radio dial.
Radio dial of ours.
You'd say 6:15.
Yeah, only 12 minutes away from the Ned McHenry Fishing Show with Stephen.
That polarising Aussie one didn't fit, did it? Have you got any? Who polarises you? You mentioned one. Who from the Crows is polarising?
No, I was trying to think of somebody who polarises. Yeah. You mentioned Treaders and Kane Corns there.
No, well, the text
having a
the
crack
no-no.
there. Yeah. So
and the name they mentioned
I was
me.
trying to think who upsets Port fans, either previous or now.
Probably me.
Well,
they did ban us.
Yes, that's a good point.
They did
Maybe
ban
you.
us.
Yeah. Actually, it is you. Now you mention it. There we go. We got a solution.
I'm not proud of that.
There
We're
you
talking about Nick Kyrgios. He spoke just recently, about his antics and how he is and whether he's maturing or not. Have a listen.
Okay.
Sometimes when I watch my highlights back and I realise, look, I probably shouldn't have done that. Look, there's some regret in some of my actions, obviously. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, no, that was always warranted. No, sometimes I do cross the line, but competitors out there know that.
He's growing up.
Yeah, there's an
He's
incident.
apparently very generous to his community and his
yeah.
people. And, when the floods was on, he donated money and all that sort of stuff. Not like that Tommy, I'm worth $20 million.
There was,
no
that
wonder
was a
someone
great comment.
cracked him.
There was a, I was thinking about, and we might do it tomorrow, about great sporting feuds that have sort of gone on. Not rivalries, because, McEnroe, Borg, good rivalry, but no feud.
And that's different.
They loved each other.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there was a few others, though. I remember Connors. He would not stand down at Ivan Lendl. He went him at the net and he said, I'm not scared of you, mate. And he put, it's a fair spray too, right at the net. So I was thinking maybe we might be able to get that up tomorrow. But
Have a think.
On the back of the chapel, both and one, you got Mitchell Johnson and, of course, Davey Warner now feuding. But I was trying to think of, some others that maybe just fired up a little bit at each other and it's never gone away. Like you said, you can't hold a grudge. It doesn't do you any good.
No, a garage is somewhere where you park your car. Who, Tony Gregg said that. I don't hold garages. A garage is somewhere where you park your car.
That's a good one.
He got the words wrong, which I tend to do. Who does Greg Norman dislike? That'd be a good one. The other one, the other
Norman.
golfer.
Nick Faldo.
Didn't like him.
There was no love there.
Yeah, someone said to him, to Nick Faldo, what do you think of Greg Norman? Yeah, he's a reasonable golfer.
Yeah.
But he's a seer.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Hello there, Paul at Golden Grove. You got a polarising character?
Sam Newman.
Yes.
I think you're right there.
Yes.
He had, well, at the height too, even when he was at the height of the footy show, he's still polarised.
Do you think he's a smart man, Paul?
No, I don't.
Well, he actually is. He's on the spectrum. He's got a photographic memory, and they say only smart people have photographic memories. I've told this story 100 times, Paul, but I'll do it quickly. I had to pick him up at the airport, drive him to the Norwood Footy Club, interview him as our guest speaker, drive him back to the airport, and then he flew home. He was probably in Adelaide for 3 hours. Back when we had the Redlegs Club, back when he was at the height of the Channel 9 footy show. And I reckon we had, if we didn't have 50 tables, we had 47. Table 1, Geneva. Table 2, Rowe. Table 3, McHenry. Table 4, and away it went, and away it went, and away it went. And when I walked in, I saw him look at it. And I'm thinking, you must make your names there on table 1, the host, table 1. Gets up, I introduce him, boo! You know, Sam Newman, boo! 300 going, okay. He goes, you all think I'm a dickhead, don't you? We go, yeah! So you all think I'm dumb, don't you? Yeah! He said, what if I told you that I've got a photographic memory? You know, mumble, mumble, mumble. What if I said to you all that I've had an IQ higher than anyone in this room? Mumble, 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 mumble. And he said, who looked at that board out the front, table numbered 1 to 47? He said they were named, numbered 1 to 47. There was just a name on it. He said, what if I do from 47 backwards with the names that were on there? Because I've got a photographic memory. No, you can't. You know, bread rolls are getting thrown. He did it.
Wow.
And he had the crowd in the palm of his hand from
After
then
that.
on. Yeah, he's a smart man. He ain't no idiot. Hello, Chris.
G'day, guys.
Polarising characters.
My nomination for most divisive sports player is Israel Folau.
He'd get a nomination, wouldn't he?
He was atrocious. The way he behaved to Rugby Australia, and he kept chopping and changing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you'd either loved him or hated him.
Did he go to GWS, was it?
Oh, people called him a godbotherer. He was very religious, and he used to make those comments and quote Psalms. And, gee, if you want one way to roll people up, quote the Bible. Good on you, Chris. Hello, Steve.
Yeah, hi, guys. How about Mark Jackson?
Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko.
How could you miss him?
Probably 5 clubs would suggest that he was polarising.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Who's the yapper in the background, Steve?
Yeah, we got 2 dogs. I just got home.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Keen to see you.
I've got another name for you too.
Yeah.
David Rees-Jones.
Yeah, David Rees-Jones was definitely polarising. I've got to say...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but not with his
opposition,
mouth.
Opposition.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. No, 2 great nominations there, Steve. Polarising sporting figures.
I saw...
to take us through to Nettie's fishing show.
I saw David Rees-Jones guest speak.
He's pretty good.
It was excellent.
Yeah.
He was excellent. He's the most reported player.
In the history of the game.
Yeah, he got the most weeks.
Do you know the best after-dinner speaker I've ever heard, and still to this day? Kevin Bartlett.
Yeah, they reckon he's excellent.
Oh,
You ever
he
saw
was
Kev?
outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, they reckon.
And second only to Dougie
Hawkins?
No. Our batsman,
Walters.
Dougie Walters.
Dougie
Walters is good.
Yeah.
And I got a soft spot for Dougie.
I was going to say you'd have a big soft spot there. Let's
Hello,
go to Andrew.
Andrew.
G'day, mate.
G'day, guys. It's a culture vulture from Craigmore here.
Yes, hello, sir.
Our beloved Pembo. Well, the teachers' union don't like him. Up yours, Pembo.
Yeah, well, they
Hey, he's one of ours.
No,
You
they
can't-
put a sign up in the march,
Oh,
remember?
did they?
Yeah, they
They
put
did
it up there. Yeah, up yours,
Up
Pembo.
yours, Pembo.
Yeah, so, no, you're right, Andrew. Good get. He was polarising, but I'm not sure about his sporting career.
No, but
I haven't heard about it.
On that particular event, it may very well have been polarising. Well, the fact he barracks for Sturt's polarising. The fact that every time Nord and Sturt are mentioned in the same subject, that 1978 free kick gets brought up, that's polarising. Pembo, get over it, mate. It was there.
I heard an
We won.
interesting story the other day about 1978.
What?
Did you know Michael Noonan was at Sturt and he went away because he was with what ended up being, the Institute.
Yeah.
He was with Recreation and Sport, I think.
Okay.
And he went away with Recreation and Sport overseas. And when he came back, he'd sort of lost his spot in the team at Sturt.
Okay.
And they basically said, well, we've already got a couple of Rovers playing well. you sort of please yourself. Within an hour, he had a phone call from the Norwood Footy Club, and he went over mid-year to Norwood.
Oh, he was a star with
And
us.
guess what happened?
Yeah.
Played the 78 flag against Sturt by a point. How's the irony in that?
Right in
front of me.
Of me. Hello, Craig. Craig.
Hey, fellas.
Polarising sporting characters.
I've got a couple. First one, Phil Carmen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Great player.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he was a polarising figure.
Oh, not really.
Well, you loved him.
Anyone that headbutts an umpires.
Oh,
they
no,
play
you
it.
can't say that.
What'd you dump that?
No, you just don't say that.
Fair call.
It was a silly thing to do.
It was a ridiculous thing to do.
He even says it.
He did.
Yeah.
Keep going, Craig. I'm sinking myself here.
Next one, just in the Sandford, he didn't mind giving it to Port Albert a few times. Johnny Fidge.
Fiji.
Johnny. Yeah, I didn't mind Johnny. I played Teal Cup against John. And so,
Did you?
yeah, he was Victoria, obviously, and I was South Australia, but always got on all right with Johnny, yeah. I always had a beer with him. Yeah, I thought he was all right.
Did you ever play that drop behind the ball playing
I
in
got
the spot
smashed
in front
a couple of times, and yeah, he got me once, an absolute crack.
Oh, God. Well, a lot of fun today. We'll wind it up, Timmy, because it's the TJM Equipped Fishing Show with Ned McHenry. Got a very special guest too, the Minister for Primary Industries, Claire Scriven. It's nice to say goodbye. So, Timmy, goodbye. Thank you.
And
what's the chances of you coming in tomorrow with a black T-shirt on, by the way?
Arrivederci. I'll be back to the AA brand.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci to you.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
Aliawa Yawari was called to the Magistrates Court charged with 2 counts of indecent assault. This guy was released 3 weeks ago from detention in Western Australia